Okay, we are live. Perfect time.
Hey, hello.
Just got here. Hey, Chubby Teddy.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing?
Is that
Ooh,
what's going on? Thank you. With the animated series. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
nice
right.
shirt.
We're going to be talking about the hot topics about DC, Ray Fisher. We're going to cover all of that. I'm late to the game because I took a break from the internet, which you should do now and again. You really should. And so I'm doing catch up. But we are also going to react to an Andy Signore video. And then I'll give my hot take where I think I still stand with Ray, but I think he made a big mistake. I do think he made a big mistake. So we'll get to that, and then we'll have the discussion.
Oh, look, Matt Jarbo.
Yeah, Matt Jarbo, you're too late.
Uh-oh.
You're too late. I don't have any spots left because I'm not paying StreamYard nothing. That's
I'm not leaving. My spot is taken. So.
Uh-oh, Zeno.
Jarbo, I'll switch with you.
I'm not letting you take my spot, Jarbo.
Oh, that's nice. That's the first person ever said that to Matt. Here's Zeno that says, "Don't worry, I'm here." As soon as I said Ray Fisher made a mistake.
All right. Oh man.
Oh boy.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
Here we go.
Always know.
All right. Well, before we do the reaction to Andy Signore, and I'm sorry, Ryan, you deserve better than a StreamYard logo over your head.
Hey,
I'm really sorry.
Me over there for
Good touch, Ryan.
That's the thing. You can't move squares around in the basic version.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Wait, hold on. I have an idea.
Oh, Zeno.
Gotta upgrade, Max.
I have an idea.
All right. We'll see if it works. Someone else is going to get the corner. I think I know what you're doing. Okay.
I'll take the corner if needed.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go.
Hey.
There it is.
Hey.
All right, and it's not covering up.
Big brain energy right here.
Way to go. This is good.
All right, now here's where I think
guys.
Ray Fisher made a big mistake. I don't think he should have been quiet about his goals, accountability over entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I think the big mistake was saying publicly, I will not work with Walter Hamada again. I think he should have still criticized him, but saying that publicly gave them an out that says it's not our fault he's not in the Flash movie. He's the one that said you're not working with the DC president. I think he should have criticized the hell out of him. And then if they still removed him off the project without him saying that, he could have sued. He could have sued.
But that's not good enough.
No, I understand to go for accountability over entertainment. Yes, I agree if you're going that route. But if he has a strong case, we don't know all the details. Yeah. If he did not say that, then now they can always default. He said he won't work with us. This is the president of DC. That's not us. If he would have not said that, and then he still criticized Hamada about his behavior and taking it easy on Jeff Johns, and then they still removed him from the project, he could sue. Now he can't. I don't think he can. I mean, he still could sue, but it's more like, oh wait, yeah, you were. You're too late, Snowed Up. The panel's full, and I'm cheap as hell.
Oh man.
So that's I mean, before we get to Andy Signore, everyone's
I'll switch out. I'll switch out here.
No, Chubby.
No, you're fine.
You're fine.
All right.
But we want to get everyone's opinion on just my initial opinion before the Andy Signore. Do you think I'm full of it? Do you think I'm not? Do you think I'm not thinking it clearly? What do you think on those thoughts on that? Because now Cyborg is most likely not going to be in the Flash movie and not in the future DCEU films.
I mean, I think you're right at some point, but what I said it's not.
He's not in the Flash movie.
Wait,
what he said he's not. He said he's being written out of the Flash movie. He did. He said I've finally got confirmation on his Twitter that my parts are being taken out and it wasn't just a cameo. So
Ryan, I want to hear what you.
I heard that he's supposed to have a larger role in the Flash movie.
Yeah. So Saggy, go ahead with what you're saying there.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like you're correct that some things don't need to 100% be publicized when it comes to certain things. However, I don't feel like what he did was necessarily wrong because, like you started off by saying, yeah, he needed to, he should have said something, but I think basically name dropping shows that number one, he's not afraid of what the repercussions are, especially in Hollywood. It all has to be, oh, hush, hush. You can't talk bad about some other creator or actor in Hollywood because it makes you look bad. He said, no, I'm going to name drop. And I get what you're saying, but you also have to look at it. You also have to look at it from fans' point of view. When fans see people talking about things on their social media pages, they don't want a vague explanation or a vague cryptic post about things like that. They want to know, well, why aren't you going to do these projects? Like, why aren't we going to see you anymore? We like you, we support you. What happened? Now everybody wants to know. So it's either you say something and just explain it, because you're gonna you're why say it in the first place if you're not going to explain it? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I feel like I don't think what he did was wrong. I think what he did was what was best for him and for his fan base, to kind of be straightforward and also let the people in Hollywood in these circles in this production know he's not going to be silent. He has a voice. He needs to be heard. He should be heard. Why wouldn't he? It's a job at the end of the day. It's a job like you and I have. Everybody has a job. It's just a different type of job. So, are you going to sit there and take crap from your workplace?
No, I don't think any of us.
Right. You would go to HR, and if HR doesn't do anything, well, guess what? You should speak up and let it be known that there's a problem that's not being fixed.
Well, that's basically the sum and total of what's going on here. Is he tried to do that, and Walter Hamada blocked him.
Right.
And I don't think he's wrong to speak up. Wow. That I think the only mistake he did was saying, I won't work with him again. I think he should have criticized them, and then because saying I'm not going to work with him again when he was just signed on for another 3 years, that gives them the out. Well, we can't include him. He said he's not going to work with Walter.
That also speaks volume.
It does.
A lot of volume that he came out and said, I have a contract for 3 years to be part of this, but I won't do it. I will breach my contract because I refuse to work with somebody who's done wrong. And saying that puts pressure on them, and they have to scramble and decide what to do. And what they decided to do was, well, we guess we'll just have to write him out.
Yeah, it's the easy way out, really.
Ryan, expert DC guy. This is how I met Ryan. He knows so much about. What's your take on this?
My take is that I stand with Ray even in this decision.
Okay.
He got out before, the Jackals did, and because he knew it was coming. So I mean, he made his statement before. Now this is something that they had done back in.
That's a nice hashtag. I like that.
Yep, there you go. Continue Ray's story. Yeah. So they had done this back in last summer. If you recall, they said, "Hey, we got a part for you in The Flash. All you have to do is shut your trap." And he's like, no, that's not going to happen. And this is how it's going to be. You're going to play on my turf and on my rules. And so when they came out with this, they spun back and they said, okay, well, if you say that you're not going to work with us, we've got to put this out. We have to make a statement. We can't just let that sit. So they came out and gave him, a letter. And let him know that, hey, we're moving forward without you. They had multiple scripts. They had scripts that had that had his character in it, and they had another draft that did not have his character in it. So they were just kind of sitting on the sidelines, saying, okay, well, depending on how this thing turns out, is going to be the direction that we go. And they're going to do that because they're a company that they're just covering their own ass. So I mean, that information wasn't supposed to come out to the public. The letter stating that he was written out of The Flash, because where did Warner Brothers put that out at? They didn't. They sent him a letter. He let everybody know, hey, looks like I won't be in The Flash. And number two, he came out and double stamped it and said, here's the investigator congratulating me and giving me praise for being such a stand-up guy. And so there you have it right there. Ray's coming out twice and basically bitch slapping DC Films president Walter Hamada, and Warner Brothers Pictures in the face, because they have to come up with, and Monday's a holiday, so you'll probably hear something on Tuesday, if not, something else. Variety already tried to spin it. I remember reading it was either the Hollywood Reporter or Variety stating that the chronological order of events, but funnily enough, in the chronological order of events in the article, they kind of tipped it a little bit. It was weird. It was like they let us know that hey, these things happen in this manner, but it was odd because they tried to, they gave the fact as far as like how things happen, but then they also threw it in there as trying to make it look bad on Ray Fisher for not doing something within a timely manner. So I can't remember. I'd have to actually pull up the article.
They're trying to say like dodging the initial.
Yeah. And so the way that they've handled it, Warner Brothers Pictures and DC Films, is they're trying to do things behind curtains, behind closed doors. They don't want anybody to know. Ray is letting people know certain things, and like Sag Melons was saying earlier, court of public opinion. Everybody wants to know everything about everything, but it's nobody's business. Right. It doesn't matter. This is something he's letting us know certain things, and that's cool.
If Ray would have said everything at once, the pressure wouldn't be on to correct it. They'd be like, everyone would just like, oh, it's
so
old
now
news.
The pressure, right? Yeah. So now the pressure's on. Okay, so it's twofold. Number one, you have Zack Snyder's Justice League coming out, which showcases Ray Fisher's performance, which Zack Snyder has been praising since before all this controversy. So he's like the heart of the film, all this other stuff. So we're going to see a great performance from this actor, and then that's going to lead people
the heart of the movie.
That's going to lead people saying, "Well, we want more. We want more from this particular cyborg. We want more of the Zack Snyder, storyline." Zack came out very, very diplomatic and said, guys, I don't really have anything. Of course he does. He wrote his whole outline, his whole treatment. He has everything that he wants to do for his 5-film story arc. He has everything written down. You think he's coming up with that shit on the fly? He's not.
Right.
He's got everything. He's just playing it safe just in case things don't go his way. And Warner Brothers Pictures is really trying to usurp, with the whole, the cul-de-sac comment. That wasn't really from Walter Hamada. That came from the person that wrote the article. But that was sort of the gist of what they were trying to say, was that this is something that's not really going to lead anywhere. Don't expect it. It's, this is move along, nothing to see here. Because, they're hoping that this thing dies quietly. All the people at Warner Brothers didn't want this thing to come out. That's why they gave Andy Signore, false information, because, the Jeff Johns information. They are trying to spin that narrative and make Jeff Johns not look like a douche. But it's come out that he's a douche. And he's also being untethered from all the things that he's been, I guess he has intellectual property rights with in regards to the Green Lantern, series and his run with that, the characters that he created. He has intellectual property on Saint Walker and Atrocitus and Larfleeze and that whole, everything. I mean, he's a great creative mind. He just doesn't know how to run a company. So, I mean, do I think that this is bad? No. What I'm seeing is that Ray is always putting the pressure on them. And again, this is going to be more of the same. Ray is putting more pressure on them to address the fans. Like, they're going to be like, why is he out of here? We want him back. What are you doing over here? What you don't know how to run a company. You don't know how to keep your properties, And so they're scrambling. They are scrambling over there to come up with a narrative, and we will see that narrative this next week.
Woo! Yeah. Amen. Woo!
Man,
wow!
Ryan laid it down.
Can we just?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
All right, Ryan, you made my views go up. I gave 20 viewers for Ryan. All right. I also listen. I don't go big into social justice too, but all this talk about representation, especially in the heroes world, how is Warner Brothers? I just have a genuine question for you. How are they going to justify removing a black superhero when they're when they are fronting on DC I was going to do a separate video on this. When they're fronting on DC fandom saying we care about black superheroes, we're bringing in what's the character's name? I'm not very familiar with.
Oh, you're talking about
Static Shock.
Static Shock. How can they justify removing the one black superhero out of the Justice League when it's not because of story reasons?
No,
we know it's not because of story reasons.
Well, the funny thing is at the end of if you don't want to know, I don't care. So at the end of Justice League, Flash and Ray Fisher Cyborg are going to lead into the Flash movie. Zack Snyder said everything that was, all the different shoots and storylines and story plots or whatever are going to end the same. So Deathstroke is going to be hired by Lex Luthor to go kill the Batman. The Flash is going to, work on something to go back and change, the past. And that's where it leads into BVS, where it's like, hey, Lois is the key, whatever. And that is, and he's working in tandem with Cyborg. So the end of Justice League is going to end with these two characters, working together. And then all of a sudden, Cyborg's nowhere to be found.
Dang, that sounds awesome.
No, I completely disagree with you. I think to get traction, yes, you should use this. You should use this argument because they're virtue signaling on the fandom, saying we want more black superheroes, we want more representation. How do you justify it when it's not for story reasons?
Well, it just means they're being hypocritical.
Right. Yeah, so I thought
they're doing things for the moment.
That type of
picking and choosing.
Right. It's okay when it works in their favor.
Well, well, I want to touch base on what Zeno said. Zeno, how you doing? Love you, by the way. So it's not that we're really, how do I explain it? It's not that you're really bringing Brace into it. It's more like what Max is saying is that it's one thing if you're going to recast, but you're writing out the character entirely.
Yeah,
right.
It's not about like you could always recast Cyborg. You can keep that actor for representation or that character for representation. But when you're writing it out completely because of, you know what I mean? It kind of seems a little like, why not just recast? If it's that deep, just recast. Can you not recast because of contracts? Like why you're not giving us a reason why you don't just recast another African-American actor to play the role, but just write it off entirely like the character doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, Zeno, yes. Am I using social justice for a talking point? Yeah, I think because they do themselves. So why don't call them hypocrites for it? I think to get more traction, that's an angle that should be examined in the Snyder Cut fandom. I think there's a line to tiptoe around too. You don't want to go overboard, jump the shark on that argument. But I want to say, in fandom, you were talking about getting these great African-American comic book creators talking about more representation, and then you remove one in the league, and now it's lacking some representation for sure, the Justice League, if they continue on this path. And it's not for story reasons. There's no reason they wrote him out except for what's going on.
Sure.
Yeah. Also said it's cheaper to remove than to recast. That's true. However, they're not writing out the character because it's part of a storyline. It's not fitted into they're writing out the character because of what's happening outside of the story.
Yeah, out of spite.
Right. It's literally out of spite. And it's
not, very sophomoric, yes.
Yeah.
Right. But you're right. It is cheaper. It's just stupid that they're doing it because they had planned for that character. That character had a whole story arc coming, and they're just killing it off because of what's happening with their own thing, their drama.
I mean, if rumors are to be true, when the Snyder Cut actually releases, this is basically a Cyborg origin film within the Justice League movie. It's basically, you're going to want to see what happens next to this character. How are they going to justify that? You get to spin now. Once it's actually released and you get a lot of more of Ray's Cyborg character, it's going to be pretty obvious. Why isn't he in the future of the DCEU? They're going to have to address it more and more. Big mistake. It's very also just Warner Brothers. Any of you look back to Entourage? I love that show. It revealed the who's the guy that started the Me Too movement in Hollywood? I mean, they got caught.
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein.
They commented on him.
Andy Signore.
No.
He was coupled with him. He was coupled with him. That's why he got so upset.
I wouldn't say that. Let's not go there.
No.
See, Andrews is defending his guys.
Oh
like, don't go there.
Oh, I know. Even though he got berated by him.
Yeah.
He got berated by him.
I'm not defending. I'm just saying, let's not go that far.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough, Andrew. Fair enough. He's just making a joke.
That was just a joke. I don't really think that about it.
But also in Entourage, they go into the history of Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers still has this part to it that is extremely toxic, and this is up the higher ups, and they make horrible decisions.
Yeah.
And whenever you think they're getting traction, they're moving the right way. It's the same old. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's still all over the place.
That's why you got Patty Jenkins and Ben Affleck going over to Disney. In fact, Ben Affleck just made a comment recently saying that Kevin Feige is one of the greatest producers who ever lived.
I actually blame Warner Brothers on driving Ben Affleck to drink.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no.
I agree. No, I agree. I agree.
At that time,
kept giving him notes on his movie.
He's trying to do one of the best scripts of his life. Character he knew the perception of Batman v Superman. He wanted to bring it home, prove that he could. He proved to us already, but he was going to deliver something amazing with his film. And then all the meetings they had with him. Oh my goodness! How does Matt Reeves get to do whatever the hell he wants? I don't get it because they micromanage
all their movies.
Zack Snyder's vision. That's why he gets to do whatever he wants because he left the table. They brought him back, and because at first they brought him in, they were like, "Yeah, we want to do something, and we got this thing from Ben, and we want you to direct it or whatever." He was like, "I'd like to do whatever. I'd like to do what I want to do." If I have to do this, then I'm out. And they're like, okay, no, we'll bring you. They brought him back in and said, okay, hey, you know what? You can do whatever the hell you want, and we'll recast Batman. So, they were like, we've already done what we're doing to the Justice League, and now it's open for anything. We're going to totally change. Wonder Woman.
This is why I like producer Zeno. He gives strong counter arguments. He usually disagrees with everything I say, but he says, Ryan. No, he didn't include the name Ryan. But you don't know how to keep with the facts. What else could it be? The opposition to Zack Snyder's vision and what happened to him with his family and then taking it away and then him finally getting to complete it and release it to the public. And they're still throwing
shade. They use his daughter as a way to keep the movie going.
Well, they've done nothing to promote that movie.
They have that right.
No, they haven't. They want it to fail.
They haven't done
They really want
they're trying to sabotage it.
Yeah, because they want their universe, the Matt Reeves Batman and whatever the Rock is doing with and Zachary Levi and all them. They want all that, even though that's New Line. But they want all of this other ancillary things to work out and goodbye to the Zack Snyder universe. Even though the Zack Snyder universe, had they left it alone, it would be done by now. It'd be over and would be moved on to.
I think because you don't like how Zack's version of the DC Justice League being all dark and dreary, and you want to go the Marvel route, make it all kitty and colorful.
Well, there's opportunities when he fails too, because he was getting more and more prevalent there. Maybe he could, if it was a perfect Zack Snyder world, and they weren't trying to fight against them, he might have been able to take over the Jeff Johns situation or something. Who knows? I mean, I don't know for sure, but there's opportunities for him when he fails, and they want it's money, money, and it's those characters that Jeff Johns owns. That's a big factor. I've heard that lots of times, that he wanted to use characters that he gets profits the most from.
Yes,
of course.
And that's one reason why HBO Max. One of the first shows that they touted that it was going to be on HBO Max was the Green Lantern series. Very first DC property that was going to go straight to HBO Max. It wasn't Stargirl and all that. That was going to be moved over to HBO Max from the CW or from what? No. It was always HBO Max, but I think it was going to. No, it wasn't. It was on DC Universe. right?
It's now on HBO Max. I
remember that.
They moved it over to HBO Max. But the first DC property that was going to be start in DC HBO Max was going to be the Green Lantern series. They even came out this last year at Fandom 2, which sucked, and they were like, "Hey, we've got the Green Lantern series coming still on HBO Max, but all this other stuff is going on with Ray Fisher and Jeff Johns and John Berg and Walter Hamada and Joss Whedon and everything at that time. So what have you heard? Nothing but crickets, because shit ain't happening still, because they're still taking away intellectual properties. Because one thing that DC is always known for is how well they treat their creators, how well they treat their artists. How well they treat the people in staff. Case in point, Jim Lee has hired on Jeff Johns to go over to do some stuff for Image Comics. So they're taking care of Jeff Johns. He still has a job. He still has livelihood. But what is happening is he's being taken away from this other stuff. So in order to compensate for that, Jim Lee has stepped up and said, "Hey, come over to Image Comics, work for me, do this." I forget what series he's working on. Something I don't recognize, but it's he's working on
called
that.
Geiger. I think it's called Geiger.
Yeah. So I mean, he still gets paychecks, and that's and he's still being taken care of. He's not in a leadership position anymore. And Mad Ghost Productions, if you go to that website, ain't got shit on it. No updates. Nothing new. It doesn't take a lot to update a website.
Yeah.
But it still has old ass information.
I saw that.
So, Chubby Teddy, have you ever seen the leadership of a movie studio throw so much shade on its talent as Zack Snyder? I can't think of any other situation where there's this much.
Yeah, Marvel isn't this toxic.
It's crazy.
I can't explain it.
Not even the guy that does the Toxic Avengers and his Tromo Studios was this bad to their staff and everything. I mean, this is more Kaufman. Yeah. It's just crazy. It just blows my mind that I guess the thing is, we've only heard Walter Hamada speak. I mean, at least for me, was at the fandom. That was the only time I've heard Walter Hamada actually say something in public. And you would think with all this going on, Hamada would come out and say, "Hey, listen, this is what's going on. This is my side of the story. Hear me out, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
But we don't even really get that. He has Ann Sarnoff, coming in
it's the
teacher. Yeah, totally. It's like she's the mom trying to protect her kid or something, in a fight or something.
Yeah. But in my opinion, I think why can't just Ray and Hamada have a sit down and just talk like normal people?
I think that was what they tried to do. I think that's what Fisher was trying to do, and Hamada just kind of said that whole, "Hey, this is above my pay grade." Later, man.
I shined him on.
I mean, also would be admitting he lied. I mean, I think the general, lots of us here are stand with Ray Fisher, but there was a lie there. If we believe that he did try to say, "No, stop with Jeff Johns," and then start bringing up the Flash movie. And guess what? He's pulled off the Flash movie. So this pretty much proves that they were hanging that over his head the whole time.
I mean, it was a carrot. It was a carrot. It was like, dude, if you
totally.
You're going to get this. You're going to get this movie. We'll even do the Cyborg movie. I'm sure they threw that crap in there, right? And we'll give you your Cyborg movie. If you just let bygones be bygones. Don't do X, Y, and Z. Just let Jeff Johns.
Yeah, leave Jeff Johns alone.
He's a cash cow. We need him. Because I mean that's really what.
Because one of us had to be shady.
There's something else.
"Oh, you're not going to work with us anymore, and you won't shut up. Well, screw you, or we're taking you out of the Flash movie."
Yeah. Here's something else. Why hasn't Jeff Johns said anything? No,
Jeff
Johns never come out.
Joss Whedon, radio silent. Silent, man.
Yeah,
hold your tongues. Hold your tongues.
Love to talk.
Yes.
Why haven't the other Justice League members came out?
What's that?
Why isn't any of the other cast members supported, like Affleck or Cavill?
You mean like Jason
Jason
Momoa,
Momoa.
who came out
Yeah.
and
Jason
said,
Momoa
you
came
know,
out.
this shit's real.
Oh,
Yeah. Jason
yeah.
Momoa, another
it is
woman.
real. Gal Gadot said, hey, no, I had a problem, and I took care of it at the time.
Yeah, didn't you have a problem with beating him with the whole Flash Forward and other things?
She's another cash cow. You know, they are.
And there's a stigma of men speaking out about bad, like being victim of toxic behavior, where men can't. Not in every situation, but a lot of times they're like, this is unfortunately what people. I'm not saying this is my thoughts. People say, "Oh,
so these are your
grow
thoughts.
up or deal with it." Where it's a woman, it's treated differently. Talking about being a victim of something.
Oh, guys,
Yeah, that also reminds me.
So
Well,
they fired Ray Fisher because of them speaking out, but they keep toxic abusing her and give her own show, and Ezra choke a lady Miller, and he gives her his own movie.
Number one, okay, so you're talking about two situations. Okay, Andrew, just to clarify, you're talking about Amber Heard, who you know, it was domestic abuse, domestic violence in their home. Which, I mean, did she cut off, you know, Walter Hamada's finger? No. And the same thing with Ezra Miller. Did he choke out Jeff Johns? No. They're doing things that have no effect on, you know, on the good old boy system. Ray Fisher is going after the good old boy system, protect your own, all that. Yes. So that's why his situation is different, because he's trying to take down what's going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors. Amber Heard is just an idiot. Ezra Miller is another idiot. They're just doing stuff with that have and as long as they're doing that, that's fine, because nobody at Warner Brother Pictures really has to care about what they do domestically. They're just like, are we going to hire this person or not? Are we going to, you know, bring them back or not? Are they a moneymaker or not? Do they bring in X, Y, and Z or not? If they don't, then we'll recast. If they do, then we'll bring them back. You know, people forget. People forgive. You know, all kinds of atrocities. I mean, hell, there are so many people out there that have done, you know, all this wrong, but yet they're welcome back after, you know, spending so much time in purgatory, Hollywood purgatory, if you will. So I see we have your good friend on.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Well, we have to get our reaction to this. I pre-watched. I promised. I mean, that's in my thumbnail. I have to.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys.
Oh, Enosh is here.
How's he gonna spin this now?
Oh, Enosh.
Would someone be willing?
Enosh is here.
Tell you what, I'll bounce. Let Enosh come
thanks,
in.
Chubby.
Okay?
Oh, thanks, Chubby.
Of course.
Teddy. You're my good
course.
friend, man.
Oh, Enosh gonna have
Anytime,
some stuff to
guys.
say about
This
it.
was awesome. This was awesome, guys. I'll still be on the. I'll be in the comments.
Go sub to Chubby Teddy.
I'm gonna go sub right now. Wait, what is it? Where's the link to his thing?
We'll get it. I'll get it there.
What's the link?
All right, here's
Shout out to Chubby Teddy, man. I love
the man is
Chubby
here.
Teddy, man. I love you, buddy. Chubby Teddy's
Why
awesome.
did you guys call him Chubby? He didn't look that chubby.
No. I'll be honest with you. Sorry about me and Chubby Teddy. I don't know. I thought. I mean, it's about his dog, really. That's the short. That's the short
I mean,
answer.
it's a cute name. I love it. But
I was like, but I had a preconceived.
Well, it was either that or Chubby Teddy.
I mean, I'm the Chubby Teddy here.
Yeah,
no, he's
or Chubby.
Well, can we get his link so we can post it in the chat?
Oh, here's Snowdub's on top of it.
Thank you, Snowdub.
There you go.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
I bet you're gonna have some things to say about this, aren't you, Enosh?
You know what I got to say about this? So obviously, so somebody sent it to me earlier today, and you know, I watched. I actually skipped through it to see, you know, like what it was. I haven't watched the whole thing, to be honest with you, because I heard about, you know, 2 seconds of it, and it was, you know, guys, I can't believe, you know. Look, I would have supported it from the beginning if it was, you know, if he had just come forward, you know, with some stuff. You know, I would have just supported him, guys, from the beginning. But he just didn't give us the information, so I feel like he's lying. I don't know. And,
why does Andy Signore sound like grape age?
Hey everybody, here's a video of Larry Bird Larry Bird, I don't even want to talk about him because I feel like he make 4 videos, even though he hasn't made a video in like 5 months about me. But, he'll make 4 videos for sure about me, just because I mentioned his name. But Larry Bird over here is talking about it. And I'm going to totally take a clip that somebody sent me. And like that, even though Larry Bird actually said in his videos, I wouldn't know this because I don't personally like stalk Larry Bird's channel or anything. But, here's the thing, like, I don't actually want to talk about the fact that Enosh actually, I'm sorry, Larry Bird. Larry Bird. Shh, Larry Bird.
Yeah, he always cooperates with the human dog.
The guys up in the rafters, Larry Bird said that he was not for boycotting stuff necessarily, but that he would feel really bad watching the Flash movie, guys. That's what he was saying, because he'd be knowing that all this stuff happened in the background. But that's what happened, man. That's what happened. And so let's go ahead and watch this clip of Larry Bird and Garbo and all the people that I hate. Let's watch this now and talk about that, because guys, seriously, I would have supported him if he would have just come on my channel. If he would have just given me the time of day. If he would have given me the time of day, I would have watched him. I would have supported him. Guys, if he just came forward today with some evidence and like totally apologized to me and Jody, I would totally I'm sorry, and we'd all be good.
Yeah, why did he come on our show?
You gave me some real, Fat Albert mixed with Yoda vibes right there.
I was getting some Magilla Gorilla.
Boycott, you will.
But no, that's so my take on this is this. I watched my portion of it because I'm that's all I'm going to watch on something like that. Somebody sends me something, says, "Hey, Nash, he was there. Like he talked about you." So he actually plays my clip. And what I really thought was funny. Ryan, you were there. There were a lot of other things that really could have been clipped that were much more damning that night about me, like turning red and spitting and like getting pissed off. But they didn't clip that. They clipped literally a portion where like I literally just talk about that other people are pissed off, totally ignoring the fact that I actually said, look, I love The Flash. This movie looks like on paper it's going to be amazing. Mm-hmm. The Flash, but even though I don't want to boycott something, and I'd never called for anybody to get rid of HBO Max and stuff. Look, Jarbo raises. Actually, I think I'm not telling everybody to go out and cancel their HBO subscription. I've got HBO Max.
Yeah, I was like,
but you know what? But hold on. But listen, I am challenged by what Jarbo said. Because if we are saying that accountability is greater than entertainment, and I'm watching others like Chris Wong from Ping Pong Flicks be very challenged in his own self, and we say that accountability is greater than entertainment, I'm challenged. I'm not saying I know what to do with that, and I'm not telling you all what to do with that, because I just don't know. But Andy says in this video that's what we're saying, because Jarbo said it. We're all saying this. We're all demanding that our fans and everyone who watches our shows, that you go out and get rid of your HBO Max subscription. That is not what I said whatsoever. I'm just challenged with that, because that's a pretty heavy notion. It really comes down to like what you believe, right? And I don't know that. I'm not saying that's like the line that we all have to draw in the sand that says, if they don't get rid of Walter Hamada, we're all gonna we should all go cancel our HBO subscription. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. All I know is that it's troubling. It's a lot of stuff going on right now, and honestly, we all have to work it out for ourselves and where we feel comfortable, where we don't feel comfortable, and and like I've told everybody, you want to make now. Jarbo doesn't seem to agree that this will, and I don't want to speak for him, because him and I actually talked about it in length last night as well. He doesn't feel that just like posting online is gonna matter. I feel though that if enough people do tweet about it, put it out there. If we keep the pressure on, and we keep saying this every day, hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. We keep tagging them in it. We show that we're not going away.
We are their marketing campaign. We're their most successful.
There you go. There you go. It's not an entitlement thing. I don't agree with some of the notions that it's an entitlement thing, because it's not an entitlement thing. It's simply saying we want It's not about a movie. It's not about that. It's not even about Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher has brought these things to light. We want the truth to come out, and we want them to take responsibility for their actions. That's what this is all about. But of course, that all gets absolutely lost. I thought it was funny. And Ryan,
they keep always spinning.
I'd love to see your face because the thing is like today, I saw a Facebook message and somebody says, "This is all just because he didn't say booyah." And I said,
"What?"
No, I said that's not true.
He didn't say booyah?
That was petty.
This is hilarious.
How dare they?
This is hilarious though, because this guy says, this is all because he didn't say booyah. We would have gotten all this if he just said booyah. And I said, that's not true. And this guy says, yes, it is. And I said, no, it isn't. I asked him. Did you?
Oh, woo.
Now I'm mad. They didn't say
but I know. I didn't ask the hard question. I know. I totally wasted my opportunity. Softball questions. I know. I didn't ask the hard questions. Everybody wanted to know about. I mean, I know I gave everybody a touching moment with a little kid named Ben and my friend Johnny and his son and stuff. I didn't spend the first hour asking questions and putting it out there and allowing him to speak for himself. And, he didn't say anything controversial that got, I don't know, worldwide press about, Joss Whedon trying to make up for his woes on, Avengers 2. None of that happened. So anyway.
So if you are new to the channel, you are watching the Poindexter Lounge. This is a place for nerds. Make sure you subscribe.
This is about the only place you're going to be able to see the Poindexter Lounge for another week.
So what happened with Joss Whedon and ScarJo on Avengers? What's going on?
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
Oh, man.
He's a dirty boy.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's get to the video.
I just realized I got this green screen thing on from last night. Can I hop out and hop right back in?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hop back out. I'll see you.
Go ahead, man.
All right. Let's start the video.
Booyah!
I
wanted to say it.
Andy here.
Welcome to Popcorn.
I'm hearing that. We're spinning our content.
This stuff.
You can't write it. It's crazy.
Let's go back to a time when Zack Snyder's fan base actually got his cut restored. # release the Snyder Cut was a real thing. They managed to get the impossible possible.
It's still going now.
Most of you rational Zack Snyder fans will acknowledge
rational.
Warner Brothers wanted nothing to do with Zack Snyder's movie.
Rational.
And it seemed like it was never going to see the light of day.
I agree with this.
AT&T stepped in.
And
they even surprised my own sources. Forcing me and many others to
those two guys that sit out by the security shack at Warner Brothers. You mean those two guys? His sources?
I want that Baby Yoda doll in his background. Somebody get it for me.
Oh,
I want it. What? Way to freeze frame on that face. What the?
He's obviously drunk.
Remember, he's not saying AT&T hijacked.
Saggy, that's not freeze frame. He had a 404 or 402 or whatever.
Look at the face you paused on.
He's like, I've been drinking.
booyah!
Yeah, booyah.
Oh, bless his heart.
Well, no, I pre-watched this video, and I actually think this is one of his better takes on. He's going a little softer on Ray than he's done in the past.
Oh, yes, he does. Andy here.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Candygram.
All right, let's get into more of this here.
Now saying it's coming out. AT&T was so desperate to get content on HBO Max, given the state of the world and the fact that there was no productions happening, that they decided, you know what? Yeah, just pay this. We'll get this huge fan base to support our release. Hey, it's a win-win for all. And so the Snyder Cut, it happened. And you know what? Good for them. I actually do, even though a lot of fans think I don't. I actually support Zack Snyder. I think he got it.
Is that the take? Is that okay? So let's talk about it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
My goodness.
If that'll get me a super chat, then I'll say anything. Andy Signore.
Look, Zach's never coming on Popcorn Planet.
Oh boy.
Andy here.
Yes. Yes, Sandy Signore, come to the Snyder side. Yes, come. Yes, now you support.
A lot of y'all don't know
him.
I was a supporter of the Snyder Cut from
Yes, of
2017.
course you were. Yes, delusion is the first part.
I was one of the first whistleblowers.
Yes. Yes, tell the lies. Yes. Snow Dub. I can't see. Right, I can't see with these things in front of me. Snow Dub. Snow Dub. Yoda. Oh, my face. Okay. That one, Carlos. That one, Carlos. I can't even see these things in my face. I can't even see the names.
Well, didn't he have this? Didn't he support those T-shirts and say Zack Snyder encourages behavior when he's never interacted? He's never interacted with anyone on the social media side that does.
Can I just publicly say thank you, Andy Signore? Because if Andy Signore had not made that reject the Snyder Cut video, none of you would even know who I am, probably. So thank you, Andy, because I made it. That's how I met Max. I know, but that's how I met Max. Actually, was because of that whole stupid reject the Snyder Cut thing, and I made a couple of videos about it. And so Max found me, and then I became friends with y'all, and then
thank you, Max.
Yeah, and the rest was history.
I reached out to Ryan and his son. I liked Ryan's takes. He knew a lot about DC, and then I'm like, Mad Matt. I'm like, I got to stream with this guy.
Look at that look on Andy's face. Like, what's going on here? Wait, what?
Snyder Cut's coming out.
Yeah, I mean, well, Andy's got a lot of weird
talking shit.
Yeah, Andy's got a lot of weird pauses.
Wait, hold on. Is that Andrew on there talking about me?
Yes.
Choose a side, Andrew. Choose a side, because if you choose the other side, you can't ever come on this stream anymore.
I'm gonna have to put you in timeout.
You got to prove yourself because this is a movie talk.
How loyal are you to the popcorn planet?
You might be dead to the other
Max
guy.
too.
You might be dead to the other guy, but just prove yourself.
And you were on there with Max too.
Show your quality.
Show
your quality.
Guilty. You're all guilty. You're all guilty here. You've all streamed with me.
Andy can't handle me, so I'm safe.
We're guilty by association.
You can't handle the saggy melons. Can't handle the saggy
That's a sound drop. That's a sound.
I heard a few things. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a sound drop. You can't handle the saggy melons.
Can't handle the saggy melons.
They are too much for you.
This guy here, he does offer a Nerd War show where you can get on the show.
I mean, he could try to handle saggy
But then he
melons.
boots you off, right? Doesn't he boot you off and treat you disrespectfully?
I don't know.
That's what I heard he did to somebody.
What I think is hilarious is Andy has no idea the amount of people who actually do watch. Oh, Mladen right in front of me. No. That's me now. I am Mladen.
Stream showing your toys.
That's right.
Well, that's when he took over, and I was like, I get more views this way, and then I think I bounced off this thing.
Again, I honestly want to say what honestly happened that night. I had never used StreamYard before. Max had reached out to me and sent me a link that I thought he said, I want to introduce you to my friends. And I said, okay. And so he sent me a link. He said, hey, if you can just jump on over. I thought StreamYard was like a Zoom kind of thing. So I thought it was just like a bunch of guys like hanging out. Cause when I jumped on, no, I didn't know you guys were live. I had no idea. Like, as I had never seen StreamYard, I'd never seen anything like this before. And so like, I just thought you guys were all hanging out. And so when I came on and I think it was Ryan actually who said like, what's that you got in the back there? Like, ask me a question.
I was so curious. Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then they were like, oh, was that a this or was that a that? And they're like, is that G.I. Joe? And I was like, yeah. And so like, now I go back and I watch that video and I realizing now what happened, like, oh my God, I'm so thankful that like, I'm an honest, like, normal person that wasn't like like I didn't have like some stupid moment, you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine? Like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm the same, like, no matter what, right? That I don't have stupid things to hide like that, because man, I had no idea that we were broadcasted to the entire world. Be right there.
I would like to see Saggy Melons take on the Popcorn Planet on Nerd Wars. I would love
Bring it. I'm ready. I will just talk about.
That'll be a fight to see.
I just want to see. I just want to steal his Yoda thing. That's so cute.
I should make up a new screen name like Ralph and just like go on and just be like, yo, what's up, man? My name's Ralph. And
is this Ralph?
This is Ralph.
Recognize you.
You could have fooled me, Nosh.
I'll just pull up the green screen and be like, hail! I'm here to talk about Popcorn Planet and talk Star Wars news. Yeah.
Oh,
finally, somebody I can talk to.
Somebody who can talk to me.
All right, let's see if Andy makes any sense here.
Okay.
Over. He did not get to finish his vision. They not only misled him and took advantage of a tragedy that happened to him and his family.
He's a defender now.
Completely changed the movie.
Wow.
Oh my God. Lies.
Were upset with Zack.
So, of course, based on information I have now, 7 months later.
My God, they figured out how to make it even worse. And then on top of all that, I do believe the rumors that they were trashing Zack and his vision.
Yeah, after months
sure
of
that
you mean you were?
Because he was.
He says he's sure there's problems on the set now too.
Sure, there was.
These freeze frames are killing me right now.
Etc. Gal Gadot has acknowledged.
Pause.
These freeze frames are killing me. I can't.
She had her own issue with Joss Whedon that she did come and figure out, talk to higher ups, etc. And obviously now Ray Fisher has made it very clear that he's had massive problems on the set of that shoot.
Yeah, and Jody Simpson.
Would they be going after this if it was Amy Adams or if it was Gal Gadot saying there was big problems? Would they be giving them even if they didn't tell you?
No, because they like them more.
It's a double standard. No, it's a double standard.
They wouldn't have demanded the same amount of information from Gal as they would have Ray.
No.
Period.
I mean,
they were actually giving them the information.
I mean, this is. I get a lot of this in all the fandoms. Oh, you're a guy, just take it. Can't. What do you cry, baby? That's what everyone says.
Sack up.
You don't know that, Zeno.
Yeah, move on, you big baby.
You don't know. I mean, there is the audio that I've heard that the investigator did say that everything I mean, it was a phone conversation that she thinks that he was a legit guy. The things that he brought up, he gave names. She thanked him. Although I kind of have listen, I understand why he recorded because there's this big thing there, but he released that maybe not with her permission either. But I understand those reasons though.
If she didn't give consent, you would have already heard by now.
Okay. All right.
No, you would have already heard. It would have been a cease and desist. She would have said, "Hey, you know what? Take that down, or I'll press legal action against you."
Oh,
you know,
come on, Dino. What are you doing?
I mean, that would have already happened. That would have already happened. He got consent. That's why he clipped it. Okay. And I'm sure that he emailed that to her and said, "Hey, is this cool if I put this out? This
fair. That was one of my concerns. I'm
pretty sure he talked to the lady.
Okay, knowing him. I think he checks. He makes sure everything is okay to do.
He knows what he's doing.
All right, so that was my major concern there.
Yeah, if he doesn't know what he's doing.
If he got permission, I have no problems releasing that. Yes, you want to know everything too, but this could eventually result in a lawsuit and stuff. You don't know, so you don't just put everything out there.
Yeah, it has to complete. It has to come to a full completion. You know, everybody. All sides have to agree, sign off on it. And then, I mean, even at the end of that, there could still be an NDA. Like if you say anything about this, then I have the right to come and get losses, So, I mean, we still might not hear anything. And to be honest, I mean, all these people out there that are saying this is none of our business.
Well, here's one thing that Andy's full of shit on. That's not included in this video is he says, I heard from a source that Ray took a payday.
Oh, and that's
but if that were true, then why would
that
Ray
were true? This would have been over in the summertime last year,
right? Yeah,
because they would have come collected. Like, hey, look, we gave you this.
Again, are not very good.
It would have been damning, right?
If he would have took a settlement or something, and they said remedial action, then this wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't be removed from the Flash movie. He wouldn't still be talking about it if he took a settlement. So he was.
None of
Signore,
what ever happens.
You were completely wrong on that, and you strongly implied that he's a faker for a paycheck. You put that out there, and you are responsible for your words, Andy, for throwing that out there. He said that. I don't remember which video.
What you say.
Right. He said, I heard from my source that the remedial action was just to placate Ray, and that he actually took a paycheck.
Whatever that source is.
Completely wrong.
If he's still like
Chris
Randolph or something.
Well, the source, his source is Jody, and Jody's source is Andy, and so they source each other. It's
always that.
So let's see what else he says.
What they do is one sources the other. This guy's sources that guy sources this guy. I think there was like a year that like they were pretty young, and I mean it was way back in the day, but like they sourced each other at the same time.
At the same time?
I think that was like I think that it was like, let's see, I want to say it was like 1968 or was it 1970? It was sometime between 68 and 70 that they sourced each other at the same time.
That was a good year.
That was a good year. It got a little messy, but nothing like getting it from the source.
Ooh,
let's be real too. A lot of these studios,
it's a great that's a great Saturday Night Live skit, by the way.
They use social media influencers as kind of like hitmen to influence the news out there. They are failing at this. This is how much shade is the president in that showing through the Snyder Cut. They want their influencers that actually have some connections to Warner Brothers to spin the news. This is what he is. He's a spin master. He's trying to influence the public.
Yeah,
and failing.
Absolutely.
A lot of the source game all over the internet. If you have websites, you're on Twitter, Instagram, they give you what they only reach out to you if they have an agenda.
Yeah.
What way can we? And they are failing at influencing them. Like everyone says here, anything in DC movie universe that gets really trending has to do with Zack or Gal or Jason, the actors. They tried to get a lot of hype Wonder Woman 84, regardless of what you think of the movie. It did not get the hype as the Snyder Cut. It's still not there. And they fear it.
They just hate the Snyder Cut. They don't want the Snyder Cut. They literally would. That's why that's the only reason why you hear this stuff about a cul-de-sac. It's not going anywhere. Don't get your hopes up. Like, you know what I mean? Like all this other stuff, and then like shooting themselves in the foot with this, because I guarantee you, I said this on Jarbo's, I've said this on Dawson's. This is the deal. They've always done this. And they continue to do this, where they continue to meddle in their own movies. They don't want anything to do with Snyder by the time it's done, and so their whole deal is put enough stuff out there, and then when the Flash movie, if for some strange reason the Flash movie still ends up getting made, if this doesn't get rectified and they go forward, first of all, I think Ben Affleck's going to back out because Ben Affleck left. Ben Affleck left over.
That's a good thing for a reason.
He left Warner Brothers over all this stuff. He didn't leave it because, like these guys say, he just didn't want to be Batman anymore. Whatever. No, he left because he had some personal issues going on in his life, and there was way too much drama going on. And he even said this week, he talked about how he took the Batman costume home, wore it for his son on his birthday, and that was worth all of the suffering of Justice League reshoots.
Unfortunately, I think you might be on to something, Enosh, and if that happens, I'm going to rage.
Well,
I am going to flip my desk.
So I'm telling you, right? And then he goes on this whole thing about Kevin Feige saying that if Kevin Feige says something, is that if Kevin Feige says anything, he will believe it because Kevin Feige basically says it's right. But here's the thing. What they'll do is they'll wait for the Flash movie to bomb. And then when it bombs, because us Snyder fans we were so selfish, right? That we wouldn't support it, that if it wasn't Snyder, we wouldn't support it. And we're so selfish and everything. So when it bombs, then they can blame it on, see, nobody wanted Snyder stuff anyways. We tried to give you Ben Affleck back. We tried to give you Ezra Miller back. We tried to give you Gal Gadot back. And then God knows who else is going to show up in this movie. We tried to give you that, and see, it didn't work. So therefore, we're just going to have to reboot everything. So here, J.J. Abrams, you do a new Superman movie with a completely new Superman. Here, let's go and try to do these other things. And we're going to do it our way this time. And that's why they want to keep Jeff Johns around. I don't even
know where J.J. Abrams, honestly, this is a freaking mess. I don't even know where he fits into this anymore.
Well, Justice League Dark for now.
That's it.
For now.
He's over Justice League Dark for now. And that's been shelved because they have to see all of this really hinges upon the success or failure of Zack Snyder's Justice League in March. And so, they're releasing Godzilla and King Kong in the same month. So they're really trying to I don't understand how these people can say, let's we got all these great things coming out. Zack Snyder's coming out too. We don't care about that, but we have all this stuff, great stuff coming out. I told you I don't care about Zack Snyder's.
It's literally the biggest release of their year.
Can you ever think of another circumstance? I keep going back to this. I don't know any president, even Kathy Kennedy, regardless of what you think of her, she's not going to throw shade on a project of Star Wars.
Right.
Hell no. They are absolutely.
They must not have any financial investment in this thing at all. So they're not making any money. So they're like, you know what? I'm not losing any money if I talk trash.
Right. They have no back end deals on this or anything either.
Guys, listen. You know what? We're just gonna make our own Justice League with blackjack and hookers.
Oh wow!
Nobody got the reference, really? Nobody.
No.
Damn, Futurama fans, where? Oh. Where? Nobody got the reference.
That would be funny if I knew what you're talking about. I like Futurama. I got to go finish that. Saggy was talking about Enchanted too. Disenchantment. Yes.
Disenchantment. Okay.
On Netflix. I'm gonna watch. I have some time.
Can we please get Andy off the duck face? Because that's probably.
He's like, I'm going to kiss Enoch.
He looks like he's taking a selfie, a Snapchat selfie.
He does mention Enosh and Matt Jarbo.
He's sitting here just going, imagine me and you and you and me so happy together.
I want to talk to
he makes it at Jody.
Andy, it's been too long. I want to talk to you again, Andy.
Here's the thing. I feel like Andy is actually maybe going through some personal reflections. Okay. He messaged me on Sunday. Okay. We had an actual discourse. I mean, he's still look. It actually was. This is why watching this kind of mellow Andy in this video. It actually is cool. And I like it. And look, I poke my fun. He pokes his fun. We all poke fun at each other. That's fine. We're men. We should be able to handle that. Yeah, right. I got my Larry Bird pop right here. So let me say this with all seriousness. I just want to say, watching him here.
Nice.
I hope that some of this is calming down for him, that he maybe is trying to be serious. I mean, we had a conversation and it was cool. And then every once in a while he'd be like, GD, you're a liar and blah, blah, and then it would just kind of go, and then it would kind of settle back down and stuff. And I hope the best for him. I really do. I hope the best for him. But people got to drop this stuff. I offered to have a private conversation with him. I told him, you don't need to come on my channel. I said, I will come on your channel if you want me to, because people have said, oh, you won't go on his channel. I'm like, I said I would, but I want to have a one-on-one conversation with Andy. Okay. I told him if he comes on the Poindexter Lounge, it would not be a panel. It would not be a panel discussion. I said, it would not be a panel discussion. I'm not going to have a bunch of people jump on you. I said, and that's, if I went on yours, I don't want a panel discussion and hearing from a bunch of different people. And he was like, well, no, not until you apologize for, this and that. And I said, look, man, I can't apologize for what I hear, for what I heard. I'm sorry, I got good headphones. I spent good money on these headphones. I don't have wax in my ears. I have very good ears. Just got my hearing checked and everything is fine. So I heard what I heard. I'm sorry, but no, after the actions of people, I don't believe what I'm being told. But if you want to have a discussion, I'll have a discussion. But that being said, I told him, I said, even if you don't want to do it, I said, it's not about ratings. It's not about clicks and views. I said, man, we're two human beings. I said, I don't want to sit here and be in this back and forth with you, for the rest of time. I said, come on, man. I said, we could set up a Zoom call. We could set up something and just talk like men. You talk to me. We don't have to record it.
Yeah,
we don't have to do anything. People. We don't have to record it. We don't have to do anything. And he's like, whatever, man. Everything's about, clicks and views. And I said,
no. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. That's the problem with people.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, just talk it out. Literally, just talk it out.
Everything has to be about clicks and views, Andy.
That offer still stands. And that's a nice guitar in the background there.
What kind of guitar is that?
What kind of guitar is that?
It is a Fender.
Nice. It's a nice Fender.
But no, it's like if he really wants to do it for clicks and views, you could still have that same civil conversation.
Right?
If it's that deep, if he has to do it on a show.
I was ready for Nerd Wars. I wanted to be on the show. I honestly wanted to talk to him at first, even though I had some problems with him.
That night was weird, man. I'm sorry. That was a weird interaction.
I remember that night you talked to Andy, Max.
I was a lot of
I think when me and Andy first interacted on the stream, when you guys were all there, I honestly think that he didn't really know much about me. And he came in hot, like just knew that someone was making videos about him. Like he didn't actually watch the content.
Yeah, here's the question, like, why does he care? Here's my question. Like, because why does he care? Literally, Max, like seriously, all of us combined right here in this row, we don't have half of the subs that he has. Okay. So
I have 2 million.
That's true.
I did see that. Is that true?
I have 2 million subs. Yeah, of course it's true. If you saw it, it's true.
Can you share some?
So I will point out that I do keep getting this error message on my studio thing that says, hey, be on the lookout. Actual sub counts may not be reflected correctly.
Oh man, that's horrible. I'd hate to be in your position.
I know, wouldn't you? Yeah, I know, right? But no, look. Here's the thing. That's the point. Like, why does he care? Like, if somebody who's got like a couple thousand subs,
he has been scorned.
I get that, but the thing is, like, he jumps on Reddit. It's the same way. And that's what the whole, hey guys, it's me, Andy.
People believe,
let it go.
Believe that the Snyder Cult thing and a lot of stuff. I'm not going back into my old friends, but a lot of them like, I don't want to have any more crazy people. People believe the Snyder Cult stuff, and this is the best group of people I've ever talked to on the internet. Snyder Cut fans. I've had so much fun.
That day.
Yeah,
I remember true. Day. I was there. I was there, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brian was there.
Yeah, he wore the Red Skull mask.
Well, no, I'm talking about I was there when one fan group broke up and another one. We found another one the very same, like the next day.
Yeah, it's the best group I've ever been to.
Dude, best group of dudes. I mean, like I said, I have a Nimwa hat. It's over there. Okay,
it's Saggy now. Saggy's part of the Snyder Cut fandom, I think.
What? I'm part of the what now?
Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I'm part of. Yeah.
Hey, have we initiated her into the cult?
I don't know.
Wait, what does that entail?
No.
There's a ceremony.
No. You have to watch Andy videos. No.
As long as he might give me that Yoda pop.
Hey, I remember the day and it came on that stream when all you guys were there and you wore that Red Skull mask. I was like, man, that was a crazy day.
Oh yeah.
Can I just get that Yoda doll and I will be very sweet for that Yoda doll.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that day was crazy.
Saggy melons.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I am the Dark Lord Doom.
I will interrupt the Dark Lord for one moment. This is what happens when Enoch does not have his YouTube channel. For
Yes. I think I might need to start a second YouTube channel called Doom Dexter. Yes,
Doom
leader.
Dexter, there you go.
Ruler.
Actually, I like that.
Ruler of the Snyder Cult. Yes. Saggy Melons, come forward if you wish to be indoctrinated and initiated into
Yes. Does the dark side have cookies?
the Snyder Cult. We are not the dark side. We are the Snyder Cult, and we have every kind of chocolate you can imagine.
Ooh, yes, chocolate.
I'm in.
Yes. It is a wonderful thing to initiate yet another Snyder lover into the cult proper. Yes. Now.
Do me.
Whoa, hey now.
This turn for
my own counsel will I keep on who I do. Okay.
And it usually has to go through his wife first.
Yes.
Yeah. Is she willing to share?
No, go away. Oh, okay.
We're not talking about Nicotina's mom. No.
Do me.
Oh, I'm dying.
How you doing there, Nicotina's mom?
I'm ready, Lord Enoch.
Lord Enoch, it's
Nicotina's mom.
Nicotina's mom is a good friend of mine. Yes. Hey, how you doing, Nicotina's mom? Yes.
I haven't seen Nicotina on my show in a long time. Where is Nicotina?
He's working right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Saggy Melons.
Yeah.
Come forward now. Repeat after me. Say, I, Saggy Melons.
I, Saggy Melons.
As known as Ray in other circles.
As known as Ray in many other circles.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
To pledge my entire life.
To pledge my entire life. Soul.
And complete being. To Zack Snyder.
To Zack Snyder.
I promise. That my life. Will be dedicated. From this day forward. To promoting. And leading others. To the one true Lord. Snyder be his name. No, that's Snyder, not Schneider. That Rob Schneider. We had that on another. Snyder, not Schneider. There, yes. Snyder be his name. Yes, now, having heard these pledges of fidelity to Snyder, and knowing your intent to spread his message across the interwebs and far and wide, I do, as the Dark Lord and leader of the Snyder Cult, induct you proper into our ranks. Lord Melons, rise!
Lord Melons,
rise!
Risen!
Yes! As a dark mistress of the Snyder Cult.
Yes!
And now we do the dance of joy.
You mean next? I'm ready.
Snyder,
I'm ready for my inauguration.
Yes.
Lord Melons is a good name. Lord Melons.
Can we get an abridged version this time around?
Lord Melons.
All right.
I'm opposite of Andrew. Do not do me. Do not.
Okay, Andrew. Do you?
I do you.
Do you?
Do you accept Snyder?
Yes, my master.
You're in.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you, my master. Welcome.
Solly, rise.
You get a coffee mug.
Rise. You see, you piggyback on Saggy Melons. Yes. I mean, if you're gonna do it, you do it in style. Piggyback on Saggy Melons. That's what I say. You know?
Wait, I forgot
From
to ask.
henceforth, you shall be known as Saggy Andrew.
Wait, I forgot to ask.
Saggy Andy?
Yeah,
Saggy Andy.
I forgot to ask.
Saggy Andy.
I forgot to ask though, before I signed up for this. Do I get a pension or like what's the deal? Do I get dental?
You
like,
get the Snyder Cut.
yeah, but does that
Always
come
with this.
There you go.
Always with this. You're all these young people these days so worried about what's in it for me. It's not about you. It's about Snyder.
Man, good like
What can you
All
do?
things
What
Snyder.
can you
What can
do
you
for
do for
Snyder?
Snyder? Listen,
have
listen.
you
If you
done
hang
for
around the
you?
camp, listen. Max, bring her up here. If you hang around the compound for long enough, we have dentists. They'll take care of you. We have other people who can give you what you need. All right,
Get into that, yeah.
it'll be fine. Don't
Give you
worry.
your best, like,
I can't
give you
be
a messed up too.
talking about Zach if my teeth are all messed up.
This
so
is
I
true.
can't- Okay, so
This
yeah,
is true. You could end up looking like the guy that we're talking about now.
Yeah.
We
Aw,
can give you
that's
your best, like, movie. We can
Andy
give
is
you your
sad.
mask up too.
Andy is sad that we're doing a reaction video to him. We're only 2 minutes in.
Yeah, well, let's get going.
What was that?
Aw,
Hey guys, you didn't realize it was me this whole time. Ha ha.
Andy here.
Andy here.
I don't even know if I can. Should we watch any more of this?
Two
So, like,
more.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Yeah.
Get
Let's
to the
go,
good
let's go.
part.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're mentioning you. We're mentioning. Oh boy.
Problems on shoot. The problem is now that we've
No, it's
got
deep in there. Just go.
Snyder Cut, and they've been empowered. This
Okay,
fan
we're
base.
empowered. Yeah, we are.
And
Oh
there's
yeah.
a lot of healthy, sane, rational DC fans and Zack
We're
Snyder
drunk
fans.
with power.
He's excited to
Listen,
see
he's
what's
being
going on.
fair here.
He
Thank
is.
you guys. I
Like
appreciate
us.
you to be rational, and you even are watching.
Yeah, we're
There
watching.
are a lot of crazier fans who
Enoch.
Finally,
just can't seem to get enough.
Hey now.
Now that they've tasted that power, now that they've gotten what they want.
Yes.
Ooh, how crazy.
I've seen
Snyder
the power.
Good. I'm
the Snyderverse. There's so much they are now trying to demand, always threatening with their large
Little
numbers.
Andy in my nose.
Large numbers, yes.
To get their way and to do justice is what's happening.
Yeah.
And so I just find it frustrating because
Justice.
Oh, okay.
there's all these
Double
hashtags
speed
and
Andy.
things that
Good.
are happening.
Hey, that's a good idea.
No one has taken
Double speed Andy.
Ooh, double speed Andy. Nice.
Normal. Oh, my wife's making drinks back there. Yes, I'll have another. 2 times or 1 point? Let's
2
do
times.
1.75.
All right. 1.75, Andrew. All right.
Chipmunk.
as far as Ray Fisher. Now, I'm talking right now. I won't get into the whole specifics again. I'll put the iCard here. I hope I'll try and put it up there. So
Much
you
better.
really need to know. What am I talking about, Ray Fisher?
This is classic.
Because I follow stories important because I believe innocent until proven guilty.
The dog is a nice touch.
My own stories of why due process is important to me. Yes, I believe victims, if someone comes forward and we absolutely want to hear them.
I'm Andy Signore.
No evidence actually coming forward. I'm sorry, we can't torch the careers of people who allegedly, who weren't even there,
This is much better.
you suspect did something that maybe they didn't.
Torch the careers?
Spread the goalpost of who needs to never work again. And I can't subscribe to anybody who's going to go that drastic. I have to stand up to bullies, to mobs. This isn't a victim coming forward with evidence that's being ignored. No, evidence was shared. Studio took the evidence, made a third-party investigation, made a verdict, and the person involved in that case is unhappy with the verdict. Now, if there's something else out there and he wants to drop his receipts, great, do it. I will then be there to apologize and say, wow, I wish he would have done this sooner.
I'm happy with the verdict.
That's what happened. Until then, for this guy, Ray, to constantly be out there just talking, spreading it out, stretching, and never actually
Actually, Andy Signore. Andy. I think you'd be a bit. I think you'd get more subscribers if you did all your videos at 2 times speed. I think, look, you see how fast he gets to the point? Yeah. Thank you for the suggestion, Shifty Gizm.
Specifics, not broad. Oh, he did this, and there was that. Oh, general, there was isms, and I gotta be careful with my words. Oh, this is ADUSD. That is such a general term. Wow. What do you mean? What did he do? What kind of that? Important because we need to go to Green Arrow is something that actually should push Walter Hamada, Jeff Johns out of society, because that's what it feels like Ray's trying to do. And this army of fans is trying to do. We want to make sure this more happens. That's why I make this video, I stand up. But I want to point out the irony of this group who forced for that, released the Snyder Cut, all of this stuff. They've now, because
army
of
fans,
they've now gone so far to now start saying some of this.
Here.
I just simply cannot get hyped and promote DC films, like just DC films, as a DC film-centric hub.
Oh, Chris Wong.
Yeah, Chris Wong is like the nicest guy in this game. I agree with him there. I understand why
This broke my heart.
Sure, yeah.
This literally broke my heart, man. Because what an impassioned guy, and I even reached out to him because man, I was
I was surprised.
I love Chris. He's awesome. He's awesome. He's really genuine. And this sucks.
No, I understand. He promotes everything
no longer
does.
And he is so positive. He is such a positive guy.
Yeah. But he's
like a store.
He's conflicted. I understand that. I'm conflicted too. Like, I want to see the Flash movie. And then if Enosh, if you're put that in my head, if I hear Batfleck is out of the Flash, I'm gonna lose my shit. I will.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
But I think you're on to something too, because I could see it happening very easily.
I'm telling you right now. And you think Michael Keaton wants to get into all this drama?
No.
Heck no. Look, I could see Ezra Miller sticking around just because Ezra Miller is young and he's like, hey, I don't care. I want to get that Flash movie made, right? You know, it's like, I'm sorry to see Ray go, but that's it. But like, if the fans are literally boycotting stuff and talking about boycotting stuff, you know, at least, do you think that look, Michael Keaton has not wanted to come back to this role without his good friend, Tim Burton anyways, right? And so
Tim Burton,
all the stuff that has to be done to get that stuff around anyways. And then once you add in the stuff that happened with Ben Affleck and the way that basically they treated him and the stuff that he went through, and he was there for all of this stuff on the set of Justice League, you know, during the reshoots and all that stuff. I'm telling you right now, if they don't get this stuff worked out, it's their own fault. But again, it's Warner Brothers, not Dawson said it best. Warner Brothers does not deserve the characters that they own because they can't get their crap together. I just literally watched WandaVision episodes 1 and 2. And you know what? I sit there thought to myself, do I want to see DC like do stuff like this? No, you know, not in this tone. Right. But I thought to myself, man, I'm watching a company though, that knows its properties. Yeah. And is actually doing a good job. They knows its audience. And they understand it and they get it. The only thing I will say about WandaVision is I am concerned because the first 2 episodes, my son Landon wasn't interested in it all because he's not excited about like the black and white stuff. So I'm hoping that like younger kids, people like me, man, and like other of you guys who watched, you know, Nick at Night growing up and everything, and the black and white stuff, we love that stuff. And people before that, younger kids,
they did a great job with
dude, they did a great job. Yeah. They did an awesome job for what it was, but my son literally tuned out and was just
I thought it was weird.
I thought it was boring.
I thought it was boring and weird. Yeah, I did. I actually did a live stream earlier about WandaVision because I thought it was really I got where they were going with it, but it was just they're building up to something. And I feel like they could do it a little bit faster and a little bit better.
Fast was no good.
If there's only like 6 episodes, then I'm gonna be like, oh, this was way too long. Like, if they do a short season.
Well, I'll say this because my other son, Isaac.
And I have to address Prime. I would bring Prime on, but I only have 6 spots because I don't pay StreamYard.
Hey, I do actually have to jump off. So Prime can have my spot. He's probably got a lot of good stuff to do.
So Isaac,
I yield the floor to Prime.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right, man. Love you guys.
Love you, buddy.
And I will I'll talk to y'all later.
Thanks for joining, Ryan.
Man. Anytime, man. I'm glad you're streaming again. Enosh, we got to get you back on the stream.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
right, man. Take care.
Hashtag 3 extra lounge.
All right, bye, Ryan.
So what I was saying is like I love WandaVision. Tiffany absolutely loves WandaVision. Landon just turned 16. He checked out. Isaac's more of an old soul, and he's 18, and like he loved it, but he also has read the comics. And so Isaac literally came down today talking to Tiffany about like they're doing exactly what happened in the comics, and this is who this character is, and this is where this is leading. That's what's going to happen here. And once he started explaining that, now Tiffany, like for the last 2 hours, we literally just watched a movie, and Tiffany's going, "Is it bad that I'm still thinking about WandaVision? Because I still got this now in my head because Isaac has explained to her these things." My concern is this like a representation of what younger people are going to go through? Maybe not appreciating the slow burn or appreciating like where the show is going. And so I hope that people don't tune out and, you know, not anticipating, you know, that, hey, like there's a major thing going on here, that we're going to get these reveals, but it's going to be this slow burn where it's like, oh, there's the color. And then there's people popping up out of the street. And you know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? It's got to get there. You know, I appreciate slow burns though. So
yeah, I don't mind slow burns too. I just feel like I'm hoping that the build up is going to be worth it, because I hate when they build or hype something up and then you get to what it's leading to and you're just like, oh, what a disappointment. And I also am like,
yeah,
I think
like you amp us up just to let us down.
Yeah, but I also think with Scarlet Witch and Vision, I think especially for Scarlet Witch, I feel like because of the copyright issue, because she is a mutant, people, but because of the copyright, she's not a mutant.
That's funny.
That's bothering me. I really want to see X-Men come into the Marvel universe.
That reminds me. Earlier today, Andy an exclusive about how the X-Men is going to be debuting in WandaVision with the return of Evan Peters as Quicksilver.
Okay.
I hope so, because I do want to see the X-Men come in, and if they do, then you would have to acknowledge that Scarlet Witch is a mutant. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's because of her kids that they're having in the show, because of the X-Men.
Yeah, there's some mixed opinions on the Godfather's here. Hey Prime.
What's up, Fable?
Hey man, it's been a while. Saggy, you should go subscribe to Prime. A lot of DC content. He's got some connections with EA too.
Are you telling me that like I didn't already do that?
Okay, sorry.
How dare you? I sub to everyone that I go on these shows with, but I
you were already on Primes? I don't know if you.
Yes, he was here last time we did a show.
Was he?
Yeah, he left early. I was making jokes about my stimulus check.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah. I have a bad memory. Sorry. Whoops.
Damn old people.
Yeah. Well, I've also been drinking a little bit tonight.
Oh, well, you're gonna blame it on the alcohol? Is that what we're doing?
No, it's here, right here.
Blame it on the goose. Blame it on the Henny.
Okay, so to bring you up
to
bring you up to speed, Prime, we're watching Andy Signore at 2 times speed because it's much more. It's easier to handle that way. And he's being more fair than he's been in the past, but it's about this Flash boycott stuff that's been going back and forth through the fandom, and he's got some opinions on it. So we'll get back to the video, and anytime you want me to pause, we'll pause. Let's see what else he's got. He's bringing up Chris. Chris Wong's the nicest guy in the fandom.
Yes, he is.
And he's conflicted
he's
about.
like a kid in the candy store.
I mean, at the very least.
I mean, Chris is super nice, so he's super nice.
At the very least, don't you feel a little conflicted with this Flash situation, knowing what's happening?
We got troll in the chat. Yeah, man.
Me personally, everybody is using too much emotion with it.
Okay.
I think everybody is using a lot more. It's too much emotion that's going on instead of just really, really looking for everything for what it's worth. I mean, there's the fairness is not there, but the emotion is overtaking people's common sense, because people still got to remember that it's a business still, and every single company,
I think so too.
Anywhere that you go, it's corrupt. It doesn't matter where you at. So my thing is,
although if they get rid of Ben too, I'm gonna flip my lid. I'm gonna lose.
Yes, Henry and Ben are gone.
But I mean,
I'm done.
I pretty much said, a lot. I've really been going ham on it. But my thing is that boycotting something. No, it's all going to pan out as time moves forward. But that's just my outlook, because I understand that time You know, it's the healer of all this situation, because all this stuff is going to pan out. You know, because it's still going to keep on going on. So we'll find out as we go on. But like I said, there's more people using more emotion and just trying to just sit down and just put stuff together. So
Prime's doing a lot better than I am. Go check him out if you haven't already.
Yeah, I went to go check his channel, and I was like, wait, I lied. I didn't sub because last time he was here, he dipped out too quick, and nobody dropped the link. So now I'm subbed.
I just recently subscribed to Prime.
Oh,
now I subbed. My bad, Prime. My bad. I lied.
Y'all good. I appreciate it.
I mean, you got more subs than me. You can feel free to share those if you want. I'll take half.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we need to get Saggy some more subs.
No, you don't gotta get me more subs.
Yeah, we do.
Nah, it's fine. I'm having.
So what was Andy Signore talking about? Because I seen a lot of stuff. Everybody was
he says Zack Snyder
about him. So I really didn't pay no attention to the man because I know he's gonna say something ignorant. But you know,
he's been better lately. But he's
saying Zack Snyder fans boycotting HBO Max.
He makes
irony. He's like they're boycotting the company that gave them the Snyder Cut. They should be happy. They should just take what they could get and be happy and not complain and not keep asking for everything else. Listen, Prime, you know too. The Snyder Cut is the marketing campaign for WB. That's the only thing holding it up because they still can't get their shit together. And they're still all over the place. Whenever the Snyder Cut fandom goes along with something, gets it going, it's a lot more successful in the social media sphere. It gets trending a little bit. We have a lot of power. So, yes, we're going to ask for what we want, for sure. Because we have the power. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to just sit here and say I'm not happy with the way it's going when you get all this free publicity from the Snyder Cut fandom. It's free publicity. You should embrace your fans. I never saw such a studio that is so out of it with their fan base. Still,
I'll say this, and you go to the next topic. Like I've been stating, and I've been saying this, you know, just through my streams, through Twitter, I've been saying it. People have to realize there are two different entities: Warner Media and Warner Brothers. They're just under the same umbrella. Two different divisions, two different entities under the same umbrella. There's a tug of war going on right now. It's a power struggle going on right now. So with that going on, you know, this stuff is going to be going on for a while. And, you know, the things that's going on with Walter Hamada and things that's going on with Emmerich, and then now with the contradiction of what Ann Chernoff has stated and so forth, it's just a lot of stuff that's going on. So, you know, eventually it's going to pan out. And, you know, after, you know, everything clears up, you know, hopefully. But
best thing we can do is just make sure the Snyder Cut premiere is a huge success. I'm planning.
It will be, because I said this today, and I told everybody, because everybody is all over the place. They flipping out. You know, why in the world? You know, they're not promoting. Okay, they're about to promote. Zack had basically stated cryptically that January the new trailer is coming out this month. Okay, people fail to realize they're about to make this big push. So they're about to do a major campaign. They're about to do a very, very big marketing push. All right. So with that marketing push, everybody failed to realize what's in the first week of February. What is the big event that's coming on in February in the United States?
Super Bowl.
There you go.
Okay.
And AT&T. And AT&T has a deal with the NFL.
That could be where they can drop the Snyder Cut new trailer.
No, the Snyder Cut trailer is going to be coming early. You got to remember, when they drop the trailer early, that's going to be worldwide. You get it pushing. You're going to get it going worldwide in January. So I'm saying, because I tweeted out today, it's either going to be next week or the last week going into February. For the U.S. push, the trailer is going to be out. But to get to more people that's across the country, it's going to be the Super Bowl. And moving forward, they're going to keep on pushing. Because then you got to think about this too. Everybody forgetting the toys are about to come out too. They started promoting that. So the marketing campaign for everything for Justice League is starting this month. Now, if they decide to put they don't put the trailer out this month, which is coming. I'm just letting everybody know it's coming. We just don't know which week Zack is going to drop it and announce it, because he said it's going to be a what did he say on Vero? It's going to be like a build-up. He's going to be doing something for a build-up before the trailer comes out. So if everybody that hasn't known this, if y'all go to my Twitter,
the build-up could be the countdown clock.
Right. It's gonna be like a countdown. He said it's gonna be some type of countdown for the build-up for the actual trailer.
Like
so
10,
now, just
9,
recently,
8,
I don't know if it was just today or starting this week. It's on my Twitter if y'all want. They didn't change all the major handles on every single platform where it says Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okay. So Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, so the actual Justice League accounts has been updated. So everybody, that push is coming. The marketing is about to come. So everybody just have to be relaxed because everybody is getting all discombobulated because of the Kong and because of the Mortal Kombat. They pushed that up. They did the Godzilla and Kong movie. It went from May to March. You have to look at it from a business standpoint. They're probably doing that, and I'm going to shut my mouth. They're probably doing that because they want to make sure they want to have all these movies in line because they want to make sure HBO Max and people stay subscribed to this platform. They don't want nobody to go. They want everybody to stay subscribed to the platform. And at the same time, we ain't got to worry about Justice League not being successful. Oh, it's going to be successful. You ain't got to worry about that.
Facts.
So I'm going to shut my mouth on that. So go ahead. Like, I want people to think about that.
I up this. Oh, go ahead, Saggy.
I was just gonna say, all we need for our advertisement is go back to the old ways with the little frog and the hat and the cane. W bang.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah,
that's the advertisement.
Or like Dave Chappelle said, chicken.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all.
I love Dave Chappelle. I so miss Chappelle's show, man. I got that entire thing. Look, I always loved Dave Chappelle, but I worked at Kinko's for 14 years, and when his very first episode had that pop copy thing, I was like, I'm in. Give me more.
Boycotting Dave Chappelle, he wants everyone to boycott his own show because he ain't getting paid.
That is awesome.
He said, boycott my show.
He's silly, man.
Yeah. He said, boycott my show. They took it off.
You can have that. You can
Dave Chappelle is paid.
I like chicken.
Let's finish this.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. My wire.
Let's get
honey, you'll lose me. Then what you gonna do, sweet baby? Send me your love song tonight.
Oh, come on, pay for pride.
I'm not paying for nothing.
Do it.
Oh no.
I think Dino's bounced. He's tired.
Why are these ads popping up on your YouTube, bro? Why are the ads popping up on your
All right. Here's Chris.
I'm not trying to knock this guy here. I'm not putting him on blast. Please leave him alone. I'm just pointing out.
Better not.
Ray is doing this. Now, they believe Ray. And I don't knock Chris here for believing Ray. It's his choice, I suppose. But reality is, Ray, you're now causing some deep cuts. You're now pushing your fan base to go very extreme.
He didn't. No, he didn't. Well, that's a lie there. He did not push the fan base to boycott. That was the fans reacting. He does not. He did not say anything like that. So
no, he didn't.
Don't.
What Chris said was that he is not going to support. He's not going to support DC stuff on his channel mainly no more because of this. That's what he
actually.
said.
You know, it's funny because he said exclusively. He said he just wants to be. Because he can't get behind what's going on right now. So that's what he wants to do is open it up, and that makes total sense.
Yes.
So what you're saying? Like, once the Ray thing is fixed, he'll go back to being DC centric.
Well, he's spinning it here, just like with they were full front attack on Zack, the Zack attack back in the day. We're like, you're making your fans are toxic. You're doing all this. No, listen, every fandom has BS in it. Every hashtag, especially when you're talking about a hashtag,
there's toxicity in every fandom.
Right. So until Zack starts interacting with a toxic social media personality, or Ray comes out and says boycott Flash, which I don't see him doing that. No. You cannot put him on that, and you can't do spin. So this is exclusive popcorn spin.
He would say support the movie.
Yeah, he didn't say that. He said the only thing he did was he did the Twitter that says I am being removed, and it was not just a cameo. So he gave you the truth there. Which, if you follow the whole ordeal, That's what they were holding over him the whole time, over his head, the whole time. All right, let's get back to him here.
Based off of hearsay you insisting we must react on. And a lot of these fans, I think, are
Why you got it on speed?
leave you man integrity.
What's that?
Because we can't stand to listen to it.
Because it's 16 minutes long.
And I only made it an hour and a half in the show, and we've only made 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's so fast. And I like him better at 2 times speed.
Mm-hmm. But at a certain point, Ray, how far do we need to go? How far do we need to go when they're all doing this?
There's enough people pissed off right now. And I know because
wait.
Oh, here you go.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. I'm dying. I can't look at his face.
God, that guy's so good looking.
Yeah, you know.
That guy. Oh, somebody screenshot that and send it to me. Wait. Before you hit play, will somebody please screenshot this, put it back up, screenshot this, and send it to me?
Yes.
Oh my God!
I'm working on it.
That's a beautiful full screen, baby.
Oh yeah, that is nice. That is nice.
If anybody ever asks what the issue is with
right,
Andy and Enosh, this picture tells it all. This picture tells it all right here.
Right, he's looking at this moment in the video. Enosh is talking about all the interaction with the fandom that he's getting. He's like, he's getting all those notifications.
He's got people who actually care about what he says, and he can actually just talk about movies and anything he wants to talk about. You mean he doesn't have to settle for drama?
Look at the chat. It's the Snyder cultist.
Snyder
cultist all over the chat.
Andy's face right now. Andy's face right now is like, oh my God, it's you again.
Hey, real quick, does it happen to say like who the person is who's watching that? As that's going by?
What?
Well, because somebody obviously, you know what I mean? Like somebody, I'm just wondering, like when somebody's watching it, like if they're,
look at the subscribe button. So go subscribe.
There you go.
Extra Lounge.
Join us. Join our membership. We got memberships.
Now I'm talking to Andy. You're watching. Look at his.
That face is killing me right now.
He never made this face in the whole video until Enosh is on screen.
Oh, yeah. You mean that's. Oh, guys,
like,
this is what integrity looks like.
That's legit disdain. That is legit the face of disdain.
Hey, Andy, Enosh has also talked to Zack Snyder and Ray Porter, besides Ray Fisher.
Yeah.
So there you go.
All those celebrities, and you got nothing.
This is shade being
thrown.
And
I talked to Ray Porter this last week too.
Yeah, Ray Porter.
Yeah, you did.
And he talked to me, so that's like.
And I talked to Ray because you know what?
Yeah,
I love everyone, and I treat everyone. Yeah. I treat everyone.
And Andrew, we all talk to Andrew. Deal with it, Signore.
Yeah, but I'm more famous than Zack Snyder.
Look,
the
master.
I choose my side. What about you?
You know what? I treat everybody with the same respect. That's what I try to do.
Treat people with the respect they give you.
Yeah, he's a really good friend.
And Prime.
Hey man,
that face says it all, doesn't it?
Hey, that's a good thumbnail. That's why Enosh won it. That's a good thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail right there.
It looks like he's fawning over you.
You look at his face.
I'll be real. I'll be real, Andrew. That's what he saw. He found out you were on our channels. Andrew's there.
Oh, that face.
I love Rel McMillan's comment there. Did you see Rel's?
He's like, no, not my trusted friend.
Andy is ready to risk it all for Enosh.
Andy's willing to risk it all for Enosh.
Let's get Andy over with because I have some other movie topics too.
All right, let's see what he has.
Let's finish listening it out.
Sure thing.
I'm done. Don't care about watching this thing.
I mean, these people who are out there.
These people. That's okay. Can you rewind it just for a half a second and like play that at regular speed?
He called you these people.
Play that portion at regular speed.
All right.
Because I want you to see like what he takes what I say there and twists it to be
these people
to go. Like, how far do we need to go when they're all doing this?
There's enough people pretty pissed off right now. And I know because my phone is going off. I got thing after thing after thing after thing.
It's like I don't get those notifications.
I'm done. Don't care about watching this thing.
I mean, these people who are out there
Yeah,
Okay,
wow.
now
He gets all these
wanting
notifications.
to watch this.
All right.
Here's
Now, let me explain something to you. He is talking here about the Snyder Cut, right? And he is talking about HBO Max. Do you know what I was talking about? The Flash movie.
Yep.
The Flash movie.
The Flash movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's exactly what you were talking about.
literally nothing that, like he said, these people,
he took you out of
these people, this is what they're trying to do. This is what they're trying to incite, saying that I'm trying to incite people to get rid of their HBO Max or to boycott the Snyder Cut or whatever. Not what I said at all. And I'm sorry, I did put the word boycott in my thumbnail.
You were talking about the Flash movie.
Because I'm talking about the Flash movie and the people, all the people who have been messaging me saying, I'm done. I don't care about the Flash movie now if this is the way we're going to go forward and we're going to write Cyborg out of the Flash movie because I'm going to be reminded of it. Because that's what I've been saying the whole time. That's who, for all of you, if anybody's watching this, that you trust Andy Signore, you trust his reporting. Andy obviously doesn't do his research.
He sure don't.
I do.
Yeah.
I've said it time and time again. Like, because later he goes on about, because he's always talking about Amber Heard and, you know, what's his name? Johnny Depp, right? And so, like, in the same episode, I've had people ask me, well, what about Amber Heard? Are you okay with her coming back? What about Amber Heard? And I get that question all the time. And you know what I say to that? I haven't paid much attention to that whole thing. I've heard snippets here, you know, and there. I've heard little things that, you know, she supposedly said or supposedly did in Johnny Depp's bed, and they've gone back and forth. And like Ryan Zierfeld said earlier, like, that's a domestic dispute. That's something completely different. I don't know what happened. I obviously wasn't there. Nope, wasn't there. Wasn't anything. But I haven't watched anything on that, guys. So you know what you're not going to see on the Poindexter Lounge? You're not going to see me up on the Poindexter Lounge talking about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp because I haven't done any research on it. I don't plan on doing any research on it. I don't care. It's not a story that I care about. I'm fine with it if you all have, you know, if that's a story that you all care about, but it's not a story that I personally care about at all because I think it's just like a bunch of rumor and gossip. And I think it's for them. I think it's like two toxic people probably just going back and forth. I don't even know that. Right. So I'm not doing stories about it. Here's the problem here is where you got somebody doing stories about stuff that somebody sends them. This is what they accused me of. Okay. I never did that. When they keep saying, why didn't you watch all of that video, Enosh, before you put out the whole Fisher thing, you know, and everything and what you heard? I did. That's why I made the video, because my video was not about that little 30-second clip where I say, well, what did he say there? I actually have a whole video there where I'm talking about their video as a whole. That part got clipped out and sent to Ray. I didn't do that.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
Taking clips.
Well, yeah, but let me finish what I'm saying here, man. Because the thing is that they're doing. This is the world that they live in. So of course they expect that everybody else does that. But literally, my video that it was taken from was a commentary video about their video. But I hear all the time, well, you should have watched the whole thing because they were talking about Kanye West earlier. I know they were. I absolutely know they were. And I've addressed that. And I've addressed that several times. Like, and explained it. And because I know exactly what they were doing. I know exactly what the joke was. Don't act like I don't know what the joke was, because I do. But that's the thing, is I research the things that I go into. You all who have channels or anything else or a podcast or anything, you should research what you're going to talk about before you jump in. Don't call yourself an analyst. Don't call yourself a pundit. Don't call yourself like a channel even. If you're just like literally, oh, I'll just make it up off the cuff. I'm a pretty smart guy. I'm pretty witty. I can kind of come up with some things, you know, crazy. And I do sometimes. But if you're going to break it down and you want me to talk about something that's in the news, or you want me to give my opinion about something, this is the problem, Max, that I had with Andy when we met here on your channel. And this is what I boiled it down to. When he's like, well, you know, whoever you are, Poindexter or whatever, you know, when he said that, and he's like, well, you know, if you really do have a background in radio and TV, like you say, then you know that sometimes you got to fill time. Absolutely. You know what you fill time with? Stuff that doesn't matter. You don't make up stuff about, you don't just make up stuff about the stuff that does matter, because that stuff is the stuff that will come back to bite you right in the butt hard, and people will lose respect for you, and people won't trust you with their time, their money, their effort anymore if you do that. That's the problem that these guys have. They literally think that they need to fill the time with off-the-cuff remarks about stuff, and that's what gets you in trouble. You know what I fill my off-the-cuff time with when stuff is not going right, or I got to fill time, whatever? I do stupid stuff like the Doom Dexter thing and just have fun with my people who are on my channel, or do something fun and silly. You know, like we've even this week we did Mad Libs. We do funny stuff, right? You don't talk about it like this is my opinion about this, because that's when all of a sudden things change. And guess what? Now you gave yourself out. You put yourself out there and you gave an opinion about something, and that's what people think of you. So there you go. Because that's not what I said.
Someone got blocked by accident, and I checked where I can fix it, and it wasn't in there, so I don't know what's going on. I'll have to figure it out later.
I say as long as he knows that it wasn't, because I was in the chat and I was like wanted to make sure that he knew.
There was
that
someone else talking about Andrew, which was baloney.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure that Crescent knew that.
Wait, what did he say? What did that person say about me?
No, nothing bad, just stupid stuff.
What did that person say about me, Max?
Just that I think. Saying that I don't even want to. I blocked them because I didn't want to bring it up, but they were saying they were alluding to being hypocrite.
I can handle it, dude.
I can handle it by being on the show.
You said you're a beautiful person, Andrew. You were beautiful. Yeah. That's what they said. You're beautiful.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
let's finish this at 2x speed, man. No, I don't want subtitles. Damn it.
Actually, if you put it on the fast times, do you get subtitles? That'd be hilarious.
You want subtitles? Okay. Well, that's how we found subtitles. Is how I'm not even getting.
What are we gonna find out now?
All right.
Get it together, Max. There you go.
You gonna say yay, Fisher?
The only way Warner Brothers actually hurt Warner Brothers, and I mean this.
Oh, that's Matt Jarbo.
With Ray Fisher being removed to Cyborg, you have to cancel your HBO Max subscription. You cannot wait until after the Snyder Cut. You cannot wait until.
Oh, he's using Matt Jarbo.
And then leave, because that's not accountability over entertainment. If you firmly and fervently believe in the concept of
he loves covering Matt.
Oh, look at all these tweets.
Oh, that's the face with Matt Jarbo. I listen. He says he's
like, human toe.
Matt Jarbo was going to go into the old thing. If you really want to change something, you have to speak with your wallet. I'm conflicted as all hell too, just like Chris Wong. I'm like, I'm not going to say I'm boycotting, and I have boycotted. I heard you talk about Solo. I was one of the led the charge boycotting Solo in my past. And I'm against boycotts now. I've changed.
It's a hard thing, man. It's hard. I'll be honest with you. I'm challenged by what Matt said, because it really does make you put things into perspective. Like, how far am I willing to take this?
Well, I know for one thing, Enosh is a theater guy. I don't know if he's going to rush to the theater for that one. I'm just not sure.
Here's my thing on boycotting, right?
Wait a minute, Max. That tweet I just saw. Hold on, wait a minute. That tweet I just saw. Everyone who supports Ray at this point needs to put their money where their mouths are. If you support him, you cannot support anything from DC Films or any project from WB that can be included. That includes the Snyder Cut.
Okay, so here's my thing on boycotting, right?
Yeah.
It's my. I'm going to talk for myself, right? It's my money. Yeah. If I want to put my money into what I want to put my money into, or if I decide not to for whatever reason, that is our choice as fans, right? I understand boycotting, depending on the reason, can be good or bad. However, in this situation, this is a matter of, in a sense, it might sound really off when I say it, but it's a he said, she said situation, right? So Ray said one thing, the company saying the other thing. So we don't know what happened 100%. We don't know. So all we can do is I guess at this point pick a side. But at the end of the day, it's my money, right? It's my money. If I don't want to support something because I support Ray, if I don't want to support and pay for it, that is my choice. It's my money. You don't get to dictate, Andy. Sorry, you don't dictate what I choose to spend my money on. If I don't want to spend my money to support something because I support something else, that is my choice. As a fan, as a consumer, that is my choice, not your choice. So I get what the outrage is, but what he's saying here. But again, it's our money. It's our money, and these companies and these actors wouldn't have the dream jobs they have if it wasn't for our money. So
a lot of influencers, they do not like to say the consumer has the power. So if you really feel, if it really bothers you that much, I say feel free to do it. I'm not promoting it myself unless Batfleck is also out of it, and then I'll throw a tantrum.
Right.
Because I want to see Flash.
I'll be like Nicolas Cage in History of Swear Words going, fuck.
Thanks, Andrew. You just got. No, I'm just kidding.
Although if we don't get a new Deadpool movie soon, I am boycotting.
No, they're working on it. All right, so let's finish this. Oh my God, 8 minutes left. Damn it.
Very vocal about it. At this point, the only way for you to bring
he loves listening to Matt's voice.
As a consumer, that you will vote with your wallet.
The human toe, he says. The human
today.
Yeah, he loves listening to Jarbo.
That Ray Fisher has pushed to stop the Flash, to stop Suicide Squad.
No.
These are the movies that these people
No. See, this is where he's completely wrong in this take. Ray Fisher didn't say to stop the Flash or the Suicide.
Lies.
He's spinning it right now.
Oh,
Ray Fisher has not said to boycott them.
He's thinking he wants these movies stopped?
No. Show me the proof, Andy, where he's saying no. This is what the fans decided on their own volition. Okay.
Well, they're tired of all the drama with a substandard product.
Right. They're still denying what works. They're still denying the Snyderverse.
Max is the platform that brought Zack Snyder back to life. HBO Max is the platform that
Yeah,
gave
they
this
want
vision finally.
any trace of it.
And now these fans, Ray has pushed these fans so far based off of these vague allegations. He's gotten them so riled up.
He didn't push. He didn't push.
They will now cancel the very service.
No.
That funded.
No, he's wrong. You're wrong, Andy. Sorry.
He didn't push anything.
And I know I've criticized Ray and everyone. I stand for truth, justice, and innocent until proven guilty. I don't just follow any celebrity telling me, oh, what do I do? There's a comparable case, which is Johnny Depp. Like, there's audio tapes that Johnny Depp has put out there that really make it sort of hard to just deny whose side to take. That's why I passionately report on that story. If Ray was providing evidence, I'd be on his side in a heartbeat. It's so frustrating about this. So many people and haters on the side I stand with Ray Fisher crowd just think we're just hating him. No, I mean, I leaned in harder when Ray took an attack on me.
No, there was. See, that's the other bullshit. There wasn't an attack on you. There was not an attack on you. You were showing for your friend who was completely wrong.
Yeah, he thinks he lied on him because of calling him a homophobe.
Okay, well, it's a completely hypocritical to comment on Snyder Cut fans and then have your colleague do more toxic behavior and not call him out.
I don't see why he's saying that that Ray pushed the fans. First of all he said is, I'm not working with somebody, right?
Yeah.
That's all he said. That's not saying, hey, you guys shouldn't support this because I'm not working with somebody. All he said is, I'm not doing something because I don't want to work with this
boycott
person.
the Batman.
Right.
Boycott
How is that pushing your fans? You are telling your fans that you are not participating in a project that they want to see because of what reason you gave them. Why does that mean you're pushing? It's not a push. It's telling what happened.
I've quit a lot of jobs a lot worse.
I've walked out, right.
Yeah, I've said a lot worse out the door than that. You know what I mean?
I've literally walked out of a job, closed the gate in the middle of my shift, and went home. Like, and I went on Twitter and I went on Facebook and said, hey, I just shut the gate.
Here's the thing.
Job.
All right.
Here's the thing. Andy keeps spinning this idea is that Ray is the reason why DC can't get their shit together and make a connect the universe as they want.
And what happened in the last 3 decades?
Yeah.
Because they've never had their stuff together when it comes to these movies.
No. They've had the rights to Superman for
well, look what happened with the Nolan trilogy.
No, okay. They've had the rights to Superman forever. Warner Brothers has. Okay? Since like the 50s.
Yep.
Or whatever, right? Okay? They sold it to the Salkinds.
He mentioned your name.
Hello, Matt. WB.
Hey, Jarbo.
The Salkinds sold it to Canon Films. Okay, so they've mismanaged the property of Superman so many times. I don't know.
Well, since Matt's on Matt, since they criticized you, about this is the only way he won't talk to you really, but he'll play a clip of your audio.
Yeah, he can text me. He has.
Yeah, it could be saying boycott HBO Max.
But did you say I didn't really actually watch that whole video. Did you say boycott, or did you say if you really care, this is what you need to do?
I said it. Well, I said if you care, if you are truly, this is the thing, and my statement there is being critical of the Snyder movement, the Snyder Cut movement, as a whole, right? because I have said this before, they lionize a lot that goes on. And I think that in this particular situation, they'll overlook what Ray is suggesting, what Ray has been presenting, because they love DC and they love Warner's and they don't want to rock the boat. And this goes back to the Gamergate days. This goes back to consumer activism. If you actually care, if this enrages you the way that you are saying that it does, then this is how you vote with your wallet, because there's no other option right now to do it. Right. And sit there and to go, well, I'll just hold off until Snyder Cut and then I'll cancel it is bullshit. Because what that does is it's showing that you care more about you getting the entertainment that you want versus the accountability that you're asking for.
Preach it.
Say, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting rid of my HBO Max because
preach it.
Like, I like HBO Max. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm merely pointing out that this is the moral quandary that you find yourself grappling with. So, like, that's what it boils down to. I love asking hard questions. I love presenting hard arguments. I think we have greater discussion when that goes on. And that's the difference between someone like and Andy Signore, because I know he's watching this right now, so fuck you.
Yeah, I got into watching right now.
It's not my channel. The whole point here is that it's like listening to what he said in this video, and I don't pay attention to him, is ridiculous because he's just manufacturing nonsense as he goes.
He's going with the spin that Ray did not tell people to boycott. Ray said his problems. Zach and Ray have never interacted or promoted anything against. They've said their piece. They have not said to not watch the content or not support the Flash.
Yeah, even in fact, Max, even Zach said himself in the interview that he's glad with Matt Reed's vision for the Batman. He's all for it.
Max, real quick, can you highlight Wanderer of Moonlight's comment? The Ray walking away won't get me to walk away comment. See, that's the beauty of being fans and being people and having opinions, is you are allowed to make that decision. That's what people who are like, no offense to Andy, he's entitled to his opinion as well, but it's like, that's what people are missing. Like, you are entitled to do what you want with whatever information you are given. You are a free thinker. Like, you could be wrong, right? But you still have that choice to still support what Ray's saying and still support DC. You can do that. You can. Like, if you, and like Matt said, if you really feel strongly about boycotting something and you are really that angry, I think he hits a point. You should do that. But that's the beauty of it. We are fans. We are consumers. We have choices that we
get to choose what we like and cannot.
We get to decide what we want to support and what we don't want to support. It's our money. It's our time. It's our lives. So we get to decide that. I just want to make that point.
Yeah, Matt, and yet you got Mr. Signal here, and yet you got Mr. Signal here saying, "Oh, Ray's pushing these fans to boycott these movies."
No,
blah, blah,
never
blah,
said it.
I haven't spoken to Ray, so he hasn't told me to do anything.
Right.
You know, it's like, but if you look at what but you have to understand the activism that he's going for here, and that of course is why, and I think a lot of people in the Snyder Cut fandom are overlooking the implications of what he is saying, which is why I'm asking those questions. Andy is just jumping at it like a little yipping dog, because I need content.
Well, he was completely wrong on something else recently, where he claimed that he had sources that Ray took a check when the remedial action stuff was coming out.
Yeah,
if he took a check, he wouldn't be saying this stuff out online anymore. If he took a check, that's absolutely false. That was one of his.
Well, no, I agree. Well, I mean, to be fair, he would have signed an NDA. The check is kind of obsolete or inconsequential to the argument. If he would have signed an NDA, then that's a different story. But the check generally comes with an NDA attached to it.
Yeah.
You know? And that's something Andy knows a couple things about, just to be on the fair side here.
Yeah.
About being silenced by an investigation. You know a thing or two about this, you weird bearded fuck.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
Oh my god.
I want to.
Okay. Let's not go
just
there.
saying, this manipulative douchebag knows absolutely what it means to be silenced by false accusations and not being able to speak his truth until the appropriate time, of which there's a settlement, and his lawyers give him permission to drop the info.
Oh man, dropping the truth here.
Bitch, you fucking with it.
Ooh, it's
Oh my god!
What are you doing?
It's
Oh
fire.
my
This is getting
goodness.
hot. It's getting hot in here.
It's like
This is getting
the
heated.
legalities of dealing with a scenario like this. He is the most dishonest, disingenuous piece of crap I've encountered in a long time. He is a liar.
Oh my
He's
lord!
an absolute liar, and he knows it. And he plays that, I'm Andy, I'm wounded. Oh, my life is over. Oh my God, I've been lied about constantly. Now he's doing the same thing back to Ray. He knows precisely how the law works and how the situation works because he was in the industry. And he's just lying to people as usual because he's a gaslighter and he's a manipulator and he's a little turd. That's all he is.
Oh my word!
To him, and I'll put it to you like this. And I heard someone mention earlier that he's got all these subscribers. Look, when he came back on the scene, he had like 79,000 subs on his channel, so he hasn't really gained that many in comparison because he couldn't get a leg up on any video at the time. He had to go to alt-right channel after alt-right channel after right-wing podcast in order to cry his little eyes out like a little bleeding heart bastard, and then hope to God he their fan base to come on over to him. So why do you think he's playing up this anti-liberal nonsense? Because he knows exactly what kind of
we didn't get to that point in the video. He does go.
He's a crying little bitch. Jesus.
Whoa.
No, fuck that.
Oh my God.
I fucks with this man right here. I fucks with him. He's raw.
All he does is cry.
I like that. He's raw. I like rawness like that. I fucks with it.
Raw. We're not on my channel. Taco Bell parking lot. So, you know.
Damn.
One video we.
Whoa, man.
One
They came
video.
with extra fire.
Go off the top ropes. Demonetize my stream. Thank you.
Okay, fine. I'll keep it calm. I'll keep it cool. Okay, I'll keep it all nice and ice cream in this mofo. Okay, here's the deal, Andy. You lie constantly. You threaten to extort me when someone faked it. You threaten to extort Max. That's on video.
I remember that.
That's on video of you threatening to dox with Jody. Max is running the stream. So don't even try to act like you're some kind of
You threatened him on stream.
You immoral bastard. All right? Yeah. Cry harder on Twitter. Hope to God that somebody one day will actually love you. Because quite frankly, no one cares, Andy. No one gave a shit about you in Hollywood. No one gives a crap that you're gone. All you've been able to do is suckle at the tea to Jody and this dumb, dim-witted audience, and that's about it. That's all you got.
Wow. Holy shit.
That's it. You like to dox people, harass people, and lie about people. I've seen the receipts. I've seen the text messages. I've gotten the emails from people, Andy. You know exactly what person you are. And if you think that you're going to sit there and go, oh, that's just a toy to go and spin my argument, eat a dick.
Whoa.
God damn.
Oh.
He says that with my nuts.
Matt Jarbo.
Well, wait a minute. You know that I didn't say anything when I was on that stream. I didn't try to dox him. I was like, ooh. No, I'm not saying that now. I'm backing up. I mean, it's not guilty by association, right, Matt? That doesn't work, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Matt Jarbo, OnlyFans coming when?
Yeah.
I want to sign up.
No, I don't want that.
Yeah, Matt Jarbo coming down off the top.
OnlyFans when, Matt Jarbo? I'm signing up.
Where'd you go, Matt?
No.
Let me tell you something. That's how Matt Jarbo works. Matt Jarbo comes in, he nails you with a sucker punch right upside the head, and then he lays you out flat right there in the middle of the ring, if you know what I'm saying. Then he climbs up to the rafters. Yes, like a god among men. Like a god among men. He climbs up to the rafters, Matt Jarbo does, because Matt Jarbo says things that other men can't even fathom. Matt Jarbo says other things that men, they shrivel up like Tom Hanks' ball sack 69. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, in the cold weather, yeah. But Matt Jarbo ascends to the heights, and he comes down with the madness, with a big elbow of truth right on your face, Andy Signore. Yeah. Dig it.
Ooh.
I think he went to go sign up for OnlyFans for me.
Oh, I'm Andy Signore. I
Oh,
always like to play the victim. But when it comes to Ray Fisher, I always like to say, no evidence. I'm laughing in your face.
There's some evidence for you, right there for you, Andy. He's right here talking crap about you. Now you got something. Now you know what to say. Because you didn't add nothing before. You're going to put him in timeout now? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to call up Andrew and be like, Andrew, you know, I thought you were my buddy. I thought we were friends, man. It's like Hogan. It's like Hogan turning his back on me, man. Back there when the Mega Powers were together, man. It was like Andy and Andrew connection. And then all of a sudden, no, you screwed over the wrong man. And now, Andrew's bringing the heat right along with Matt Jarbo and the rest of the Mega Powers. Look at him go. Look at that man. That's a man right there unhinged. That is an unhinged man right there. He's frozen. You can't. He's so pissed off. He's frozen himself. Oh, my God. Look at this.
So
what the hell is going on?
I don't even know what that is. He's so pissed off. That is pissed off like I've never seen before, ladies and gentlemen. That is the most pissed off and frozen I've ever seen anybody. That's the kind of reaction that this Andy Signore gets out of people. Yeah.
So we can confirm Andrew will never be on an Andy Signore's
That's right.
It's over, Andrew. It's over. You're out. You're out of the team. You're out. 3 strikes, you're out, Andrew.
Since this might not go over with Andy anyway, maybe you should say, Andy, I'm putting you in a timeout. You got to prove yourself before I appear on your show again.
All right, fine. Andy, I'm putting you in timeout, and you got to prove yourself that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and to not always treat people like crap and show them some respect, like Mr. Fisher.
Hey.
All right, Andrew.
That's our intro to every stream now.
Somebody clip it.
Nice.
Yeah, clip it. We're going live.
God damn, we gotta finish this Ignore video.
Snow Dub bringing the heat on my Macho Man. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something, Snow Dub. Who's here? Huh? Who's here? Be a man, Snow Dub. Be a man. What do you got? Let me ask you something, Snow Dub. You know, like I've been in this for Jarbo for a while. Jarbo and I going round and around a couple of times, back and down the street, back around the corner, if you know what I mean. And the cream has risen to the top. Yeah, but you know what, Snow Dub? You want to step into the ring? You want to bring a little something, huh? You want to bring a little something? Let me tell you something, Snow Dub. I got your number right here. Yeah. Why don't you go put your hand up somebody else? Like, put your hand up Andy Signore, because he's a puppet. Yeah, I think that'll work. No. What? What? You don't like that? Okay, well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hey, special guest, Jody's Corner.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Snow Dub, I got a lot of respect for you, brother. Oh, yeah. But you know what? When you come at the Macho Man Randy Savage, be a man, Snow Dub. You got a problem with the children? Huh? You got a problem with the kids in the hospital? Is that why you're dodging me? You don't want to fight me? You know that whole story, guys, where Hogan dodged Macho Man and Macho Man was like, hey, you got a problem with the kids? I said we do give all the money in the world right to the kids there in the hospital, but Hogan turned it down. Yeah. So Snow Dub, I love you, man. I love you. You're cool. But I think your hand's been up there a little bit too long because you're losing touch, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what the Macho Man is saying. Dig it! I love Snow Dub. I love Snow Dub so much.
Man, what the
Listen
rock
here,
is
brother.
cooking.
Leave Snow Dub alone.
Who is this Enoch guy? I don't know who
underestimate-
this Enoch guy is.
Who's Enoch?
I keep hearing this name.
Oh,
Seeing this name
Enoch.
Enoch
Hello,
everywhere.
Enoch's right here.
Woo! Somebody had to. Woo!
Profiling. Yeah.
Oh no.
Limousine
Oh,
drive.
Hallelujah.
The stream's
I'm
getting
a
wild.
limousine
Welcome to the
driving Nicotina's mom styling. Nicotina's mom styling.
welcome to the WB.
Never do a Slim Jim.
We've got chicken.
I think we
smell what the rock is cooking.
Damn it! I can't get that out of my
It
head now.
doesn't matter.
So how about
What's going
WandaVision?
on?
There was a show that came out Friday. It was called WandaVision. And so that was nice. We talked about that for a little bit. Does anybody else have any final thoughts for this evening?
You're so calm.
Oh, you ending the show, Brian?
Yeah, you ending the show.
Brian's taking control because I'm
trying to bring it back into perspective here, folks.
I was waiting for Snow Dub to come on and challenge the.
Yeah. Hey Brian. Remember that time I farted on
come on,
show?
you chicken.
I don't know. I mean, like, I wasn't the one talking about chicken. It was that Saggy Melons chick. She was talking about the chicken, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Because I like chicken.
Well, who doesn't? But sometimes you got to snap into a Slim Jim. Yeah.
I saw a few crazy clips.
And you smell what the
chicken.
Just saying. Yep.
I do love the clip. I don't have the clip because I don't pay for StreamYard anymore, but I love the clip of you screaming no when
no.
I'm sorry. The Razor Crest. That was
a good clip. It's a good clip for sure.
All right, let's. I want to.
It doesn't matter what the name is.
At 2x speed. Let's finish it. No more pauses.
Okay.
Let's finish it.
Why and what he do for the sake of his campaign, which everyone ignores and thinks he's being petty. No, he proved himself in that moment. So, it just boggles my mind that people will just accept what we have to believe Ray. And a lot of the arguments now, as I talk to people, he's black. Oh, okay, got it.
What?
Never not hear him out. When we first made videos, we were on his side. Until kept going.
I haven't heard anybody use that excuse actually at all.
I followed the story close, and that's why I feel like it's important for me to continue.
Never heard anybody use that.
What's frustrating me is
I haven't heard anyone say that.
Ray is abusing his power.
He's unhappy with what third-party investigation uncovered. Now, if there was really some terrible
abusing his power. Ooh, yes, I'm going to use my Twitter sphere to get fans. I could join my side. For life forever.
If that's the case, why is it Ray telling us? Why isn't he actually showing us this stuff that's so important so we can actually do the right thing? We can't just react.
Because it's a legal battle.
Telling us it happened.
Oh, there you go. There's your answer.
Heard someone tell me something. His own words and force. That's all hearsay. And
he
seems like a person who wants to really believe people and stand up for what's right, and good for him. But it's clear he will take it too far. So the fact that he has taken it this far to divide all these fans and people on channels putting the word out there, riling up a base.
Because you can take too far trying to defend people and do right by people.
He's bringing politics up again, and he's giving an example to the recent politics about proof. That's different. That's completely different.
See the irony? It's not like what the irony in what he's saying is like basically he's saying he's not picking a side or he doesn't believe Ray because he doesn't know. It's like, Ray, you don't know. And he's not asking people to pick a side. It's really stupid that he's
he's not like join my side.
Right, it's like Andy, you don't know what happened with the investigation. You don't know what allegations are happening either. So you're doing the same thing.
His sources are he's very biased because the sources he has access to, he absolutely has no Snyder Cut sources.
But even so, it's like he doesn't know what's going on either.
Yeah, what's his sources?
Just in the dark.
Fandom Wire?
Right, he's just in the dark with most of us. We don't know the details of the investigation or why it did what happened. So like he's also doing the same thing he's accusing other people of doing. You're making a choice to not believe someone.
Absolutely, baby, yes.
Because you don't believe them, you don't know, and you're judging other people for believing them when they don't know either.
Yes. You know, the American dream doth erode. Agree with everything you just said right there, Thaggy Millins. Yeah. The thing is, Thaggy. Can I call you Thaggy? Yes. Okay. All right. That's good. Then, for real, McMillan. Yeah. You got to understand, baby, that when Andy Signore starts saying this stuff, he don't know what he's talking about. He ain't down with the common man, baby. He ain't down with the American dream, Dusty Rhodes. He's out here doing his own thing. He's making the drama. He's out here He's out here with the other people over here that are saying the stuff about, like you're not the daddy. When the realization is that I'll be your daddy, baby. I'll be your daddy. Bring it in. Let's take a good look at what the truth is. What the truth is, baby. And then when we do that, baby, we will know, and you will know that the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, is the common man. I'm down with the people. And the truth is the truth. And you cannot go too far Max, if you know what I mean, Max. Can I call you Max? Yes.
Yeah.
You cannot go too far, baby. With the truth, the
And
truth
that's what I'm
will,
talking about.
will
All
the
right, all
truth,
right, all right.
the truth will set you free, baby. Yeah.
I feel like I'm at a freaking church.
That's what I'm talking about, my man.
Preacher,
You know?
Well, let me
All right,
tell you something. Oh yes, Saggy Melons. You want to go to church? We'll go to church. Yes, baby. Let me tell you something right now. Behold, I have been to the mountain. Yes, I've been down in the valley, and I have been through the fire. I've been through the flood. I've seen the good times. I've seen the bad times. And let me tell you something. I ain't never seen nothing like when Andy Signore looks me right in the face, baby, and tells me to my face, Brother Enosh, I have not sinned. What? That's when I start questioning my own faith. And I say, sir, the first thing you need to do is get down on your knees and repent.
I heard somebody was calling out the macho snow. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Dig it.
Oh, we got Macho Man Randy Savage in here.
I can't with the stream.
Macho Snow, always a pleasure.
Oh, man. Good to be here, Max. How you doing tonight? How's the jet doing tonight? Everybody wave your fingers around. Give it up for the macho snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy Savage. Remember me? Toby Spider-Man?
Oh, here it comes. He put my headband on. Oh boy.
That's what I was buzzsaw.
Oh boy, he's got a legit too. It says Macho Man.
Staying
Oh
away from
god.
you. That's
It's going. Here we go.
Does your husband give it to
Let
you?
me tell you something. They're Macho Dub, Macho Snow, whatever your name is. It's not Macho Man because there is only one. Oh yeah, there's only one Macho Man, Randy Savage, and you're looking at him. I'm right here. This ain't no situation like Undertaker versus Undertaker where you could just come in and be the dollar store Macho Man. Let me tell you, because let me tell you, this Macho Man right here, I don't need to hide behind an avatar. I'm right here in front of you, baby. Come on, you want some of this? Let's go. Dig it.
I don't know who you think you're talking to. You're one of those paper tigers. Yeah, I seen you. I seen you at WrestleMania 3 with the Ricky Dragon Steamboat when it took the Intercontinental title. The best, the greatest title there ever was. There ever will be.
Oh yeah.
Just ask my manager, Saggy Melons. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Saggy Melons has already come out and already in support of this Macho Man, saying that I was bae. The very first time that I met her, she acknowledged the greatness that was the Macho Man Randy Savage. And it's right here, baby. She said, you is bae. I remember that explicitly. Trust me. She ain't saying no bae to you there, Snow Dub. She ain't saying that bae to you, Macho Dub, whatever your name is. You can dub it over as many times as you want. You could dub it over as many times as you want, but it still ain't the truth. Yeah, because the cream rises to the top.
Hey, Macho
You
Man.
listen here, Poindexter. Let me to the squared circle.
Oh,
I'll drop the elbow on you.
Oh, yeah.
We're at the top rope. Ooh, yeah. Dig it.
You might be able to reference my greatest matches like with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I can recreate them right here. Yeah. On cue, baby. Come on, let's go. WrestleMania 3 right there. You see there?
Yeah.
That's me right there. That's me right there. Look at the resemblance. It's right there. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, huh? Be a man, Snow Dub.
What you gonna do? Who do you think you are, Hogan? You ain't Hogan.
Oh, you want Hogan? I got
We're talking like Hogan over there.
I'll bring anything in here that you need.
Oh,
We'll have a battle royal. We got Ricky. We got Johnny Hart. We got Hart. We got everybody in
Did
here.
you, Hogan?
Whoops! I accidentally hit.
Can I just say my female parts are very confused right now.
Oh yeah, I think I got some.
So are mine.
Can I just say something? Can I just say something? Hey, Macho Man.
Saggy Melons
Remember,
asking for
I
some
didn't sign
macho
for a cage
nudes.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten any yet.
To be
Yeah,
perfectly honest, I can share my screen. You guys want to see what I'm working on?
Okay.
Is it gonna also
Snap it.
confuse my female parts? Because if
Hey,
so,
can I
I
say
don't want to see
something?
it. My female
yeah.
parts is already confused.
Well, I'll show you over here what Snow Dub's working with on his screen. It's nothing but pork.
Too much macho.
Ain't nothing but pork on there on your screen there, mister. Yeah, because the Macho Man Randy Savage only
Mr.
speaks
Mac,
of what I know
can I say
about.
I don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
What is this? What is this?
Why
You're too much macho.
Is that
I mean,
Minecraft?
Yep, I've been sitting here playing Minecraft.
Oh no!
I'm working on my
I think we
stadium.
just lost her. I think we lost Saggy Melons to Brian. Brian just comes in. Ain't nobody can compete with that.
I'm gonna be honest.
This guy's a 49ers fan.
I'm
You
gonna
can't
be
be,
honest, Brian.
can't be down with him.
Saggy Melons was confused about her, her parts, and then you brought in some
Can I say something?
from Minecraft football fields, and then she's
We're
like,
over
okay.
here flexing. We're over here flexing, and she's right there. Let me show you something else. You know what? The Macho Man Randy Savage. When I go out in public, I need to make sure that people know exactly what they're dealing with, and so I put this on right here.
Oh wow, I want one of those.
Heck yeah! Let me show you a little something here. Oh yeah, what's that?
Hey,
The macho madness is running wild all over everybody. Check that out, baby.
You got the macho face mask, but I got the 24-inch Python. Just ask Saggy Melons.
That's
Ooh,
totally. You're confused. I don't think you're identifying as the right character right now. If you're asking me, yeah. I think you're identifying as that punk cheap old dollar store Hulk Hogan guy. Yeah. Terry Bollea. That's his real name. Be a man, Hogan.
The Macho Powers. Yeah,
You got a problem with the kids? Is that
remember when you turned your back?
All right.
Show up for that match. Fundraiser match, Hogan.
Merchandise.
He's got his own match.
I can't with this.
Hey, can I just say something?
No. Yes. Go ahead.
No, what do you want to talk for, Randy? What's You want to talk?
Andy.
I don't know what he's
calling me
about.
Andy.
Well,
Andrew. Yeah.
You put down your sippy cup, Max, and get control of your stream.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I didn't study for a cage, man. Hey, I like the chain. Take the chain off.
Drop that connection links in the chat.
Okay,
Something real macho, yeah.
Says we're splitting the DC fan base apart. We're splitting it apart. No, I didn't. I'm not boycotting. I'm saying I'm conflicted. Now it's.
Look,
here's
the deal.
We don't know what to
Here's the deal. I don't have a mask on me right now, but I will show you the latest and greatest of what I got. This is what I got. You check this out. You can get this right there. Poindexter Lounge. Support it. I ain't splitting no fandoms, baby. I'm putting it right out there. It's for all of us. Yeah. Be in the Poindexter League.
That's a nice hat.
That is a nice hat.
Is Ray Fisher Cyborg in the Poindexter Lounge?
So back
he has been. He has been.
You already know.
You already know, man. We got it all covered, man. You want a nice looking shirt? Check this shirt out.
All right, now we're just selling stuff.
Look at this thing, man. Look how sleek that looks. Dig it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
I'm showing on your stream, Max.
Yeah, this is what's the soul the shilling.
Because I don't have a channel of my own.
I know we're not on the rounds.
It's your show.
Oh, well, we were talking about Andy Signore, so I figured I'd have to sell my soul over here. I gotta sell my Cash App, baby. Cash App. Come on, bring it on. Yeah.
I don't know about this guy, Max.
In the Cash App.
What's happened on the Snow Dub Music and Entertainment lately?
We're bringing back the Tuck and Roll show. Yeah, next weekend. Co-host Saggy Melons should be bringing out the titty
what you better do.
Oh yeah.
Better tuck. You better roll.
Yeah, Tuck and Roll show. Titty privilege.
Better tuck and roll because I'm coming right after you. Yeah.
Did you watch WandaVision?
Yeah, I watched it, Max. I couldn't really get into it. I kept looking for the color button.
The TV is broken.
The TV was broken, Max.
No.
What's going on? Where's the Avengers? Where's the Kick-Ass? Wasn't seeing none of that.
Hey,
I was seeing a bunch of square shit.
I'm already in
Fly!
I can't breathe.
Wasn't very macho, Max. Wasn't very macho at all.
Wow, this is a crazy look.
Look at that hair. Look
God, he has a bigger pro than I do.
I am demanding a mullet from that comic.
I demand a man bun. I demand it.
I want another charity.
I demand to get a longer beard.
I cut my hair. I can't get it in a man bun anymore. I used to be able to, but I
to
can't
rock the mullet because I heard about the mullet story.
Oh yeah.
You should have a mohawk. Just shave the sides and have a mohawk.
I demand you to grow out your beard more.
I also want to point out, since we got sidetracked, no, we're not dividing the fan base, the DC thing.
Whoever said that.
We're
What
not
the hell?
doing it. We have opinions and voices, and that's all it is. What we do outside of it and for that is like not like dividing. Just
Well,
throwing it out there.
it's really deflection on his part because they've been doing that all along. You know what I mean? That's what I don't understand.
Facts.
I mean, they were the ones that spoke against the Snyder Cut, and they were the ones that called us all crazy, and they were the ones that fueled the fire. So it's like, you can't sit back in your chair and be like, well, I have no responsibility for anything I might have said to inflame tensions or made people upset. Where we had to call stuff out. You know what I mean? So don't act innocent, and that's what.
Or you could be like,
the whole thing. No culpability from these so-called influencers.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's a third one.
Like Grace Randall.
Oh yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Macho Melons.
We're gonna divide and conquer. Oh yeah.
Macho Man.
Macho Melon. I like it.
Macho Melon.
Macho
I
Melon.
like it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
What's it?
The competition. Oh yeah.
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
take on
squeeze the melons. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Until
no.
we get
Macho Melons. You could snap
You
my
know,
Slim Jim.
I'm
and
here
we
to
go.
take all that.
With those macho
Eating
melons,
with
the cream really does
fire.
rise to the top. With those
You're gonna
macho
snap
melons, ooh, yeah, the
He's
cream
gonna
really
snap my
does.
Slim Jim. Check it.
Oh, hey now,
I'm a Joe Slim Jim.
hey now.
whose mic is
My
dying?
turn. My turn. Oh yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm
Whose
here
mic
to
is
take on that punk weasel Toby McGuire. Because Bonesaw is ready.
I can't
Bonesaw is ready.
I can't compete with that. He's better than both of us, man. I'm gonna have to
Well,
retire.
I'll tell you what. I actually did prepare for this stream.
Oh no!
And I have like 5 movies.
Joe, you're going
We're just go
nowhere.
rapid fire.
For 3 minutes.
We're gonna go rapid fire topics and then end the show.
All right, baby.
That's 3
All right,
minutes.
baby. Why don't you give it to us, baby? Give us what you got there for your movie news. Yeah, for the common man, baby. Come on.
All right.
Oh, nice. Dusty Roads. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, yes, I am. Yes, the American Dream. Dusty
Young Gun
Road.
3.
Young Gun 3.
On
Yeah.
yourself. You want this? You want this to happen? Emilio Estevez coming back?
Hated it.
No.
No.
Young Guns.
No one asked for this.
No one.
I'm
Old
asking for it.
guns.
I
No
want
one wants this.
No one
Any
asked for
old
it but
guns,
Max.
Max?
Shot down in a
Old
blaze
guns.
of glory.
Young Guns 3.
What do you think, Macho Snow?
I call them old guns, Max. They ain't young guns anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're
Yeah.
shooting blanks.
Isn't
They're
it
shooting
Tony
blanks.
Estevez doing that Mighty Ducks movie?
Shot down in a blaze.
Pretty sure
of
those.
glory.
Brian, are
Pretty
you-
sure those guns right there would stay in their holsters. If you know what I mean.
Did you freeze, Brian?
Oh yeah, real. I'm drunk.
Brian's frozen.
Are
So
you
this
frozen, Brian?
Is this a story of a bunch of guys out in the Old West who take the blue pill?
No, it's a bunch of guys going for prostate exams and
Oh. You know what? I would literally, I think, give a super chat and become a member of Andy Signore's channel if he did a live prostate exam.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
you know you're wrong. You know you're wrong for that.
Yeah.
I know, but you know what?
I mean, he's
If
good.
fun
He's
and
good.
good humor is
I mean,
wrong, I don't
if
want
you're
to be
saving
right.
his life, if you're saving his life, this is
Here.
the time where he should get the exam. But I don't want to see it. No.
That's not
Hey,
much.
look. After 40, everyone should be up there with a finger.
Listen,
up their
I
butt.
don't
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't kink shame, but I'm judging very hard right now.
I'm just saying, after 40, you should all be with a finger up your butt. I mean, look, and if you're under 40 and and it's your thing, why not get a finger up your butt there? I don't care, but I mean, just make sure you're looking for polyps. That's all. I'm saying.
It's crazy.
I like to
but
wave my
I
finger around. Yeah.
I was an endoscopy.
And if you find Paul up in there, then then you went deep enough.
I was an endoscopy medical technician, so
I'm sorry.
not wrong.
I just cracked myself. I just cracked myself up.
Enosh is not wrong. I was a medical technician for an endoscopy clinic. I specialized in maintaining the equipment that goes up.
You're kidding.
So yeah, everything he said is accurate. Please go check yourself for.
What does this have to do with Young Guns?
They need their colonoscopies done. That's what needs it. That's what it is.
Signore is not no Young Guns. It might
Matt Jarbo's laughing in the chat. Matt Jarbo's laughing in the chat. I just realized though that I said we should be looking for polyps, and if polyps in there, then you went deep enough.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what we have to do. That's what the movie's about. Macho Snow. The movie's about the Young Guns getting their colonoscopies. That's what the movie is. And
I wanted to talk about the Young Guns. No one's for this movie. Everyone's talking about prostates.
Hey, well, see here.
Hold
on. Well, let me change it. Let me change this for you. Okay, right up here, right. So this right here is a very special ET figure. This is actually to help check for polyps. He gets right up there, and you can put him this way, and he hits that special spot.
He looks more like a hemorrhoid, Max. I don't know.
Kind of goes up and around the corner there.
It's like a hemorrhoid. It doesn't really look like polyp. Definitely a hemorrhoid.
So we're understanding a little bit of too much of Enosh's personal life, what he does with his toys. So
Enosh's personal life.
Max,
I want to see what he does with his gerbils.
Max, if you're excited for Young Guns 3, I mean, it's not something up my alley, but if you're excited for it, then I'm sure more people will be.
ET with prostate checking action.
All right. This is not going to go.
You lost control, Max. It's over.
That's what the finger's for. That's what the finger's for.
My next story was Willy's Wonderland.
I like this one, Max. This one's going to have puppets.
Check for prostate.
Here's the thing about this movie that Nicolas Cage is a hit or miss for me when it comes to movies, but I've been really loving him on The History of Swearing on Netflix.
I didn't watch that yet.
It's good, but I really am starting to like him again, and I think I want to see where this movie is going.
Just so you know, Josh, that is the nightmare waiting to happen.
Max, Max, I got a hot take on this here. I actually really like Nicolas Cage. He's a pretty good actor, and you ever check out that movie Mandy? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a horror movie. It came out a couple years ago, but I really liked it. And I like this one too because it's got puppets, and everybody likes puppets, right? Yeah. I'm real puppet friendly. Hashtag puppet lives matter.
Animatronics, same difference.
Animatronics are cool.
It's killer animatronics.
I'm not gonna lie. I low key cried when I heard they were talking about animatronics.
No, Enosh.
Sorry, sir. You have 1 year to live.
It's
1
just
year to
become that
live.
kind of stream.
Oh no, my eyes.
All right, so Willy's Wonderland.
Sonic my eyes.
Go check that out.
My
eyes. Next subject.
The way he was putting his Willy up his Wonderland, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
We lost Brian, I think. Is Brian okay? Okay, he's good.
Oh, hey Brian, you good?
I think we broke him. Brian,
too many Willies in the Wonderlands.
Yeah, right there, Brian.
Brian, we broke him. He's broken. Look at him. He's broken.
He's like a broken animatronic.
He broke his Willy.
Next station.
No.
Oh my god. No.
Oh no.
Is that one of the ones
I can't watch this, Max. This is just wrong.
E.T. don't phone home. E.T. don't phone home. E.T. don't phone home.
No phone home.
So we all know what Enosh does when the cameras are not when the cameras are on. I can imagine what he does with those when they're not.
Oh, put that away. Not safe for kids.
No, he's making them smell
No,
like.
don't make us. What the? No.
Oh my!
I can't believe.
This is the best stream ever. Brian's done. I think Brian's done. He's banging the thing. He's done.
This is the kind of quality content you can get on Poindexter Lounge. Make sure to subscribe. It's a great channel.
I love the fact you guys are like, no, don't
Lots
do
of
that.
probing. Lots of probing going on at Poindexter's. Yeah. whole lot of probing.
Well, Oakley Dokley, I'm here for my appointment. Oakley Dokley.
Enosh, if that ET doll
No,
thing,
no, no, no. No,
Well,
kidding.
Oakley Dokley, I'm here for my appointment.
Oh, no.
Dr. E.T.
No.
Oakley
Oh no,
Dokley.
no, not Flanders! Not Flanders!
Oh, it's tight.
Oh, I've had
My eyes.
E.T.'s kind of a horror, isn't he? He gets around.
no, bring Enosh back. Bring Enosh back. Enosh, come back.
no more Enosh.
Enosh,
He's a little disheveled. He's a little disheveled after that.
Enosh, if that ET thing vibrates, send it to me.
I think he's got a puppet fetish himself, sticking his hands up in all them butts.
Just send it
I
to
know
me.
why they call you
hand.
Poindexter.
No.
He's got a steady hand.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
now I know why they call you Poindexter.
Oh.
I need to douse myself in holy water.
Ralph
Oh,
thinks we
aren't
all
you?
need to go. Ralph
Oh my
thinks we
God.
all need to go to church after this.
Yeah, I need to douse myself in holy water for sure. Look at this.
Oh,
What is
no.
why? Why?
No.
are-
My sins. Oh no, R2!
No. No, come on, stop.
Oh,
if
That's
guys,
a sneak preview of the Lando Part 2. Yeah, Solo Part 2. The new Lando series coming out.
It's totally gonna worse than Matt Jarbo. Enosh is gone worse than Matt Jarbo.
So here's the interesting thing, right?
Please, no
when
more.
it's R2, he can actually turn his head around so he can watch you do it.
No,
So make
come
sure,
on.
make sure it's done right there.
Oh, no.
Lando likes that. Yeah.
that's
Yeah, R2 can do that.
Behave, Enosh. No, I don't want any CD anymore. I'm ending the show.
It's deeper.
No.
there.
No more.
All right,
Sweetie,
Max.
no more.
Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.
No, we need more movies. We have 3 more to get through.
Tuck and roll.
We have 3 more to get through.
No.
Public service announcement. Get your
Look at the
test.
topics they're doing.
Do
You know,
not
doing
get
more
ET.
than parodies.
Do not get ET to do that because that is a nightmare. I'm you know what? Enosh is staying in the backstage.
No.
Good timeout.
Oh,
We're having no more
Already.
simulation.
He's looking for more toys. That's crazy. You can see him looking.
No,
oh,
no,
more.
More Enosh. No, don't say 1 minute. No, we're gonna be done in 1 minute. Okay,
Hurry and get it through with him before he
Oh
goes
no,
back.
he's gone.
Hurry. Hurry.
Godzilla.
Hurry before he gets back.
Godzilla versus Kong release date jumps forward 2 months. Hell yeah.
Yes. Hell yes.
Okay.
Warner Brothers
Heck
trying to
yeah.
screw over the
No.
Snyder Cut. Yeah.
No, Shazam.
No.
Wait, I wanted to hear
No,
he's
no,
Shazam.
no.
Shazam.
There's nothing to add to the
Or-
conversation.
What?
He was about to get Shazammed.
Yeah, he's about to
No,
Shazam.
he's stick his finger up his head.
Yeah, this is. I mean, seriously though, people, you should get your prostate examined,
Exactly.
but not toys.
Well, you know, also, you know, I mean, like,
Oh no, you're trying to spin this now.
no!
Oh, Peter Griffin.
No.
For the record, you'd be surprised how many toys are pulled out of people during colonoscopies. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's
Oh, probably a lot.
More than there should be ever in existence, but it does happen.
I can't even. No, I see you in the backstage doing some bad stuff, Enosh.
What kind of hell show am I getting myself into?
I don't know. Ahsoka
This is
series
not macho.
include Ezra Bridger and other Rebels favorites. Yes, awesome.
Ooh, I like that.
All right, one more, and then Enosh. No, I see. Oh my God, I actually see what's going on. He's putting it's all the way in the backstage. I'm not putting that on my screen. No, he's not stopping.
He's not stopping. I can't.
You don't want to see what I'm saying.
I do want to see, actually.
So She-Hulk to face the Juggernaut mutants in Disney Plus series. So yes, I think
Juggernaut. Oh heck yes! I want to see some X-Men.
No, his head's bobbing.
Oh my God, he's still going.
No, not even up to
Oh no!
Oh wow, that was all the way up his throat.
That's a thorough. That's a thorough going on. That's a thorough prostate exam right there.
God,
That's very thorough.
Bye, everybody.
Have a great night.
Brian,
Okay, we're done. Good night, everyone.
Everybody have a great night. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Peace.
Bye.